Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello,
welcome back to this latest episode of the Skeleton Rap.
Yes, sir.
How y'all doing?
I'm doing
Not
all
good.
right. Pretty good.
What about you?
Not good.
Why?
Damn.
Y'all
That's
keep
crazy.
saying no bitches. It's not funny anymore.
We have a whole
It's
episode, buddy.
still
Get
true,
used to
bro.
it.
Do we actually? Oh yeah, we do have
We
a
do.
whole episode about no
No
bitches.
bitches?
Oh, bitches.
Yeah. Well,
Little update. Still no bitches.
Yeah, we know.
Damn.
It's
That's
a
so.
sad day.
I mean, well,
Oh, we have a couple questions, don't we?
yeah. Well, before we get into the questions, we have a follower and listener, Alan Rocky. If y'all know who that is, you know, hell yeah, that's the
Because
homie
you're
right
Alan.
there. Well, he gave us a shout out the other day.
Hell yeah.
You know, and we appreciate the shout out. So shout out for a shout out right here. And
That's our
you know,
fans.
appreciate you for the listen, brother. Thank you very much. Much love. And
Yes, sir.
so let's jump right into the questions. First question we have here is from Beautiful Mind. He says,
No
"Have
way.
y'all had head?"
Can
No way.
confirm
we
I have
actually-
had head.
Huh?
I have had head.
Yes. I have head.
I plead the fifth. I don't
Nah.
So-
I don't
you
answer
gotta
questions.
answer right now,
I don't answer
bitch.
questions. Look, I don't answer questions. Am I under arrest? No.
So you're basically,
All right, buddy. You're off the podcast. Get the fuck out.
bro. This motherfucker was making a huge ass deal yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna.
Was it yesterday?
Yeah, it was yesterday. I was telling him how we're gonna answer, and he was like, "Bro, I'm not gonna show up, bro. I'm not gonna show up. I'm not gonna do it, bro.
I
My
did.
sister listens to this shit.
I was
I'm
like-
not about to do it."
I was like putting the purple shampoo in my hair, and I was like, "Bro, I promise you, bro, I'm not gonna show up."
Bro.
I was laughing at this motherfucker.
Just
Yeah.
answer the damn question.
He was
It's a
fucking-
yes or no question. Have you had head?
No, bro, no,
Haven't had head?
no, bro, no. I'm not answering the question.
Nah.
Nah.
You just said you had head.
Come on, bro.
Nah.
No.
Moving
It adds
on.
up. No
It-
bitches, no head. Come on.
Moving
Yeah. Everyone at home can do the math. User Caesar, or listener Caesar, he said, thoughts on the Super Bowl. Thoughts on the Super Bowl.
Rams had it from the start.
Yep, I
Thoughts
never
on the
doubted
Super
them.
Bowl.
From the, I've never
Sir.
doubted them at all.
You seen that one fucking video
Which
of
one?
that guy that got all face painted and shit? From
Oh
the
yeah,
Oh,
Bengals?
yeah.
huh? The one that I
shit was
sent.
crazy. Yeah,
I was like, this bozo did all this bullshit just to
Believe
take
it
it
or
out.
not, believe it or not, every year there's always somebody that does that shit, or somebody that tattoos fucking Super Bowl champions this team, and then they end
Yeah.
up fucking losing,
No,
and now you have a tattoo about your team winning
Oh,
the
yeah,
Super Bowl
fucking
that
wrong
didn't win the
tattoo.
Super Bowl. So
Yeah,
No, that
it was-
shit-
it was a good matchup.
It was a good watch.
It was a good matchup for sure.
It was a good watch.
I mean, going into it, I already knew that if the Rams came to play like they've been playing the whole playoffs, I knew it was going to be an uneven matchup because the Bengals' offensive line is just not good.
Yeah, so I keep hearing.
Yeah, like a lot of people say that they should have
Everyone's
drafted.
like, yo, please get what the fuck is his name?
Penei
Joe
Sewell.
Burrow, please get
Oh,
him a
yeah.
good
Oh,
offensive line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's because in last year's draft, there was a really good offensive lineman. If I'm not mistaken, his name was Penei Sewell, something like that. And they ended up drafting Jamar Chase instead of Penei Sewell. So a lot of people are like, if you would have had Penei Sewell, you would have won the Super Bowl. But
So they claim.
so they claim. But that's not really like a fair argument because, like, I mean, yeah, sure, maybe, but who knows? Like, when you make a Super Bowl run, every player that you have on your team played a vital part at some point. So if they would have
Mhm.
drafted Penei Sewell, who knows if they make the Super Bowl? You know,
Yeah.
so
Well, it was a good watch. I really enjoyed it. You feel me?
this
It
was your guys' first Super Bowl, no?
What?
It was
this
my
is your
it was
first
my
Super Bowl?
fourth one.
Fourth one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that was
But-
my first one.
I'm
Have
just
you
fucking
actually
around.
like watched? Oh, okay.
just fucking around. I don't
This
know.
is your first time watching a Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
be watching.
I was
that
telling them yesterday. I was like, you guys got lucky for your first one because sometimes they're fucking boring.
shit. Where
Like sometimes they're just fucking boring. Like a couple years back, 2016, when the Rams played again,
Yeah.
or before, they only scored 3 points,
Damn.
and then the New England Patriots scored like what 13.
Damn.
So that one was fucking boring, and then you had
uneventful, yeah.
yeah. There's been some like just not interesting matchups, or the games are just boring. Like there's
Yeah.
no action, but this one was pretty like good. It was like back and forth and all that.
Hell yeah.
Well, yeah. Thank you for asking that question, listener Caesar. Overall, it was a good. It was a good time, and you know our thoughts on that. Well,
That's
there they are.
Yeah.
There you are. Well,
Congrats to the Rams. Well
yes,
deserved.
sir. Next on the list, we have Emmanuel. Thanks for commenting again, brother. We have how y'all feel about your podcast so far.
I'm fucking with it.
I'm fucking
I
with
love
it
you.
too. I think
I look forward to this shit every
Yeah.
fucking week.
Hell
As a
yeah.
matter of fact, Monday through Fridays, that's the most eventful day of my motherfucking week.
yeah, pretty much.
I get to create this content that I thoroughly enjoy, and it's ours. You know, nobody else can take this.
Yeah.
You know, we get to talk about pretty much whatever the fuck we'd like,
Yeah.
as long as we keep a, you know,
Keep it within means.
yeah, within
reason.
means of posting on a social media platform.
Yes,
But
sir. I'm fucking
yeah,
with
thanks
it.
for asking, man.
I think
You
we
know,
need some. Definitely looking to upgrade stuff, but
Yeah,
oh yeah,
down
absolutely.
down the line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
For sure.
just look at. All right, yeah. Jesus Christ!
I
damn.
think
An aneurysm.
we've done really good with what we have. Because when I talk to people and they talk to me about the podcast, they always think we have mics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like they always
same here.
think we have mics and like we have this whole production behind it, but no, like we're just doing this
It's just
shit
our
through the
phones,
phone,
bro. That's it.
Yeah, like we just literally sit here in a circle and talk into the phone, and that's
Yep.
literally it.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
What I was trying to say before I had an aneurysm, I said that stay tuned for like better production. If y'all think this is good, then y'all sit and wait.
barely getting
Okay.
started.
Yeah, we're barely getting started. We're
Wait till we add
using
video and shit.
we haven't wasted a single dollar other than the subscription fee for Spotify for
No,
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud, yeah.
For SoundCloud.
Actually, we still owe you for this month, no?
No.
No, but-
Wait,
Because
did
y'all
we
paid
already-
me for the first month.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
And that
okay.
first one still wasn't over.
Oh, okay.
But
It's because we filmed so many of these, I forget.
we're barely a
Oh,
month
God.
in right now
Yeah.
Damn.
into filming. Barely because it's episode 8.
Oh yeah,
And
holy
twice a
shit.
week. So there you go.
Damn.
But
Sure.
yeah, you know, I appreciate that you guys we have a, you know, active listeners slowly rising. We were looking at this
Mhm.
earlier.
Oh,
I saw that we
yeah.
had like 187 views on.
Like throughout on everything basically.
Yeah, yeah. and
On
I was-
everything?
Like on throughout the whole videos.
Yeah,
Oh,
on
okay,
YouTube.
okay.
You feel me? And you know, although it doesn't seem like a lot, to us it is. Like, damn,
Shit.
like, that's
I don't know 187 different people. I'm gonna tell you that shit.
Well, we have like it's like 20.
It's
I
like
think last I
27.
saw it was like 30 almost. Subscribers.
really?
Yeah.
And so like if they just watch every episode, it adds up.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. But shit, that's
Big
still
shout
good.
out to 30.
Yeah. So
Shit, I barely know 30 people.
I was gonna say something, but anyways, but yeah,
Say
you
it,
know.
buddy.
Nah,
Say it.
It's
Oh,
already
you
gone.
Don't even know 30 bitches.
Yeah, I knew
It's
it was
already
gonna be some
gone, buddy.
bullshit.
The bullshit I was gonna say is already gone. Well, Ever, here's your first topic.
Oh,
Go
shit.
ahead and let us know
Yeah.
what's up.
So here I wrote forklift issues because
Mm.
so as y'all know, I work in this fucking warehouse type shit where we handle like it's not machinery per se, but it's like chassis
Mhm.
for machinery, and so we like send them out and shit. We have them all on deck, and so the fucking yesterday, matter of fact, I was fucking so we have to load up a truck, and then it gets here, and then they take it and leave us another flatbed. So I was loading up the flatbed, and I was like, all right, just doing my business, and my whole like, so you have to like line it up a certain way so they can like throw the straps over the things and whatever. So I was like in position and I was just inching forward,
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay, like whatever. I'm listening to my podcast, jamming out, and then I fucking just feel my shit start tipping forward, and I'm like, oh shit. And so like this happens to me a lot because I'm a fucking dumbass, right? And so like it'll tip forward, and I'm like, okay, like I'll just lower it and then it'll like stabilize. But I kept fucking falling, and so eventually my whole shit just went forward, and I had like, so there's these like weights, they're like counterweights to
Yeah.
the chassis, and I had 4 of them bitches on there, and like my whole shit just fell forward, slammed the floor, and like
No
2 of them
way.
bitches bounced off and rolled away.
Oh, fuck.
Them bitches are like 100, 200 pounds or some shit like that.
Oh.
Not more, like 500 around there.
God.
Yeah, like it's crazy, and they were just fucking rolling. I was like, oh shit. And so what happened was I didn't see. So there's like a patch of dirt, but I thought like, oh, it's whatever, you know, it's
Yeah.
just a little thing of dirt. But it was fucking cold yesterday, and that shit turned into mud. And so my fucking, as soon as my front wheels went over it, I just fell right fucking under.
Fuck.
And my shit just
God damn, buddy.
fell off.
Yeah, you sent the picture and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, how did that shit even happen?
It was fucking tough. And the thing was, so it's just me and my boss there, and like just us in the factory, and they sent him to Mexico because the warehouse is closing down, and we're sending all the shit to Mexico. So they sent him to Mexico every once in a while to like check up on the shit. And he was about to go, and I was like, he's fucking gone. Like, it's just me, and I could not get that shit out. And so I call him up, and I'm like, damn, this forklift fucking stuck.
No
And he's
way.
like, no fucking way. And they had just taken, so you know how we had 2 forklifts?
Yeah.
And the other big ones, I always use a little one, but there was this other big one, and I would have just fucking used it to pull it out, but they had just taken it to fucking Mexico like the week before.
Damn.
So there I fucking was, and I was like, God damn it. So he had to pull up, and we like basically towed it out almost with like a strap or some shit, and it was fucking crazy. And that shit, I was sitting there reminiscing because I was like, I don't know if y'all seen that fucking TikTok video where like somebody fucked up on the shipyards or whatever. You know how it's like the big ass ships with the containers?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And somebody fucked them up and they like all fell.
Yeah, they all
like
fell.
dominoes,
I've seen that
and
shit,
they're
yeah.
fucking like all slanted, and then like they pan to one of them and it's like all the product is fucking destroyed inside. And I'm like, damn, that's mad respect to like all blue collar workers and shit, especially
Yeah.
motherfuckers that work with like heavy machinery, because it's like you fuck up and you die.
Yeah.
Like,
One
Yeah,
little fuck up
straight
and it's
up.
like either you die, other people die. Like that shit could kill you. You know,
Mhm.
that's just fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's facts. Shit. Matter of fact, my dad is, so-called blue collar worker as well because he fucking works with heavy, excessive heat all the fucking time.
Oh fuck yeah,
And
he's a
bro-
welder, no?
Yeah, welding.
Yeah.
Doing that bullshit. And apart from that, where he works at, there's oil, there's like, that same shit, like heavy
Yeah.
machinery. So you gotta be like really careful.
Facts.
And like a prime example of that shit, bro, you'll be welding and a fucking like spark will fly off, a little rock or something.
Yeah.
Or, just a little like flaming piece of metal. That shit will go straight through your pants, your
Yep.
boots, and your sock, and it'll fucking.
Burn
I remember
the
one
shit
time
out
I
of
was
you.
doing that shit and I was like I was concentrating, and it went straight in through my boot.
Oh.
And bro, I just smelled the smoking, and then as soon as I realized, it fucking burned through the sock and everything, and I was dancing, and the motherfuckers was laughing at me. Yeah, they were laughing at me. They're like, "Damn, happy feet," like
Nah.
shit out here dancing for it. And I was like, bro, I just burned the fuck out of myself.
Yeah.
That shit will fly straight through.
Same
Man.
shit with like when you're shooting and like the range of the gun casings will fall in.
Oh, yeah.
That shit fucking burns.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, fuck yeah.
Bro, we gotta fucking hit up a shooting range, bro.
That shit would be dope.
I've never fucking fired a gun. I kind of want
Swear.
Rip.
You ain't never done.
to. Never.
That's just cool as fuck.
Yeah, God.
We should hit up a range for real. That
That'd
should
be
be
dope.
some good
Oh,
story
we-
time shit.
Yeah, we gotta. I think it's a little extra though because we don't own a gun.
Yeah, so you have to like pay to
Oh.
rent it.
Yeah, you have to pay to rent one for the
Fuck it.
evening. But I mean, fuck, I'd be down. I'm
I'd
hella
be
down.
too.
All we need is one. We can all take turns.
But yeah, but then I think it's like you just gotta buy the bullets and shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
And I think it's a little more. I think the price for that shit has gone up because there's also
Yeah,
an
the
ammo
fucking-
shortage.
Oh,
yeah, so
shit.
like bullets are fucking expensive right now.
Yeah, I remember one time. Alex.
Yeah. Sosa?
Yeah, my boy Sosa. He I went in to get a cut, and going out was this one dude that gave him like bullets in exchange for like
A
a
haircut?
haircut.
Oh, yeah, he does
Yeah.
it, yeah.
That's
Yeah, and he
fucking
has
crazy.
hella straps, or I don't know about hella, but I know he has some straps. And
Yeah, he
like I
does.
remember one time he showed me a pic of his mom holding like his fucking assault rifle. That shit was
Hell
fucking
yeah,
cool.
That's fucking gangster.
Yeah, that's G as hell, huh? But yeah, so yeah, respect to that because bro, Live Leak. There's like hella,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
hella motherfuckers that are blue collar that just die on
Yeah.
the daily.
Wait, what?
Yeah, blue collar people. Have you ever been on Live Leak?
No.
You don't know?
You've never been
What?
on Live Leak,
Bro, you're
It's this
bugging.
fucking like website where they just kind of like post motherfuckers dying.
Yeah,
basically.
like the gory shit
No
that you can't
way.
post on the internet.
Like
Yeah.
Hood Site?
yeah,
basically.
yeah,
No
basically.
way.
But it was the original one,
Oh, okay.
basically.
But
Yeah,
that
you
shit
seen those one
happens all
videos
the
like
fucking
when you're working at the factory and you see Live Leak appear right at the
Yeah.
top corner.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck.
If you
yeah,
see
that's
any
just
video and
crazy.
you see Live Leak at the
that
top
shit gonna
left,
get crazy.
yeah, it's probably finna get crazy, my boy.
Yeah, it's worse when it's like those fucking plants where it's like they have the rotating shits.
Oh yeah.
And like they'll get their hand caught in there and it'll fucking take them.
Yeah. Oh, bro, don't even tell me about that.
Yeah.
I've seen a motherfucker that got caught like that. and you they just turn into
they
like
keep
Play-Doh.
fucking spinning, yeah.
Like they turn into fucking. It's trust me, if you, I mean, listeners, if you're out there, bro, you do not want to see some shit like that.
Yeah,
it is it is inhumane.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
for
lie,
sure.
I can take all those videos, bro, but for some reason, like I can see all that shit, but for some reason, I can't like watch a video of somebody getting stabbed. I can't do it. I fucking can't
stabbing
do it.
is
literally any other video. It doesn't matter what it is. Literally anything, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It could be like it could show literally everything. But if I see somebody like get stabbed like multiple, I can't do it, bro. I can't watch that.
There's something about that shit. I understand what you're talking about because same here. But I was actually telling my girlfriend on the way over here how like I'm really into gory shit. Like I like that shit a lot. Like I like gory movies. Video games like Doom. You feel me? I like all that shit. All that shit is it's cool. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But I remember this one dude at McDonald's that I worked with. That motherfucker had a problem. Like I swear,
I hate people like that.
Yeah, but he was fucked up shit. Like I like gory shit, but it was like the way fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Like way fucked up, and he would show it to us, and he'd get a kick out of it, bro.
God,
like he'd laugh at
at
that
this
shit. Like he loved watching that shit, and he had like the video saved to his fucking camera roll and whatnot. And I was like, bro, this motherfucker has a problem. Yo, like that's not good for you. That's not good for you mentally, bro. Like and so yeah, but
no, that's just crazy, and that shit scares the shit out of me because I've seen all those fucking videos and like working with the fucking machinery. I'm like, damn, like I could just die right here.
Yeah, straight up.
It's fucking tough.
That's why you got to be like
cautious,
fully aware.
Yeah, that shit is no joke.
You got to keep
especially
all
with
eyes.
those type of jobs.
Yeah, hell yeah. So that's just like you said, respects to them.
Oh, God,
Respects to that shit because it's so easy. Just like that video you're talking about, like where in the shipyard.
Yeah,
bro, that could have caused like mass like like casualties right there.
Died.
Yeah, like hella people could have died right there. Yeah. So yeah, what we got next on the list?
Heightened senses from losing another sense.
Oh yeah, so I saw this one post about how like this one lady's blind and her cat is also blind. But since cats are like very like soft pawed, like they're very sneaky and quiet.
Oh yeah.
So she'll hear her human and she'll give her like a signal to let her know she's there.
Yeah, like she'll meow to her.
Yeah, and so that made me think. I was like, oh shit, like that shit would happen where motherfuckers who are blind or deaf will gain the higher sense of or higher senses from losing on that sense. Almost, have you seen like Baki, where that one dude Doyle? I don't know if you've seen
like the American guy. I think
it was the one that had like all the things in his like all the little switches in his body. You remember? Yeah. Well, if you've seen the new season, actually before the new season came out, or I think it was the end of it. As a matter of fact. Well, anyways, that doesn't matter. What matters is you remember he lost his hearing.
Yeah.
Or no, he lost his
shit.
He lost his eyesight. He lost his eyesight from poison, and then like it heightens his senses, and then he was in jail, and he intentionally like blew out his eardrums.
I remember.
He intentionally blew out his eardrums to like gain a higher sense even then, and then he did something else. I forgot what else he's done, but like I was thinking about it. I was like, yeah, that's true. I've heard of like what was that one girl that couldn't that was deaf and blind?
Helen Keller?
Yeah, Helen Keller, yeah. I didn't want to say it and be a fucking dumbass.
Helen Keller was fucking deaf and
she was born blind and deaf.
Yeah, but she found a way to communicate even then. She learned how to communicate.
So
yeah, she had like a tutor, and basically the way they communicated was like sign language, but they would sign it into each other's palms.
Oh
yeah,
so she couldn't fucking see.
Wait, so why is she famous because of that?
Yeah.
No, well, yeah, that, but then she like went on to write a couple books and shit of who knows what. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about. You feel me?
That's the face that a lot of people are saying that like ain't no fucking way, bro.
Ain't no fucking way, bro.
Or Homer. You remember Homer wrote the Odyssey? He was blind.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you know the dude that wrote the Trojan horse and shit, or the Trojan War. With the Trojan horse and whatnot. So like all that was written by a dude named Homer who was blind, And so yeah, you know,
Hell
like
yeah.
it's
Yeah,
crazy to
that's just
think.
fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Or I've also seen like blind skaters.
Oh,
Have you ever
I
seen
that
that?
motherfucker
Yeah.
on TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has like a stick.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like a ball at the end.
I've seen a couple other motherfuckers too.
And he like does that, and then it also has like a voice thingy, so it like tells him if something's there or not.
Oh really?
And so he'll like
shit.
keep going through the same shit, and he'll like land tricks and shit. That's just
What the
crazy.
fuck?
Oh
That's
really?
crazy.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know about that motherfucker. I knew about a different dude that like he'll like walk around a little bit and like he won't be on the he'll like map it out in his head almost,
and then like
and then
hit
he'll
it.
like do it and like he'll go off the stairs and what he does is he'll have it like to the ground
Yeah.
and then as soon as he
It
feels
drops.
it, yes, as soon as he feels it and drops, he knows when to jump
Yeah, that's just
or when to do an
fucking
ollie and like a trick or whatnot.
sick. Hell yeah.
And so I'm just like, yo,
Yeah, that's like the whole premise of fucking Daredevil, basically.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
This whole fucking shit.
yeah.
Because he's like blind, but his is like more extreme, of course.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because he's fucking blind and shit.
He's like a good ass lawyer and whatnot.
yeah.
That's just crazy. So, yeah. Bro, I can only imagine.
Bro,
Makes me want to go
had-
blind. No,
I've always
Nah,
had
I'm
a
just fucking
fucking
around.
fear of that shit, like
Of
going
going
blind,
blind.
going deaf,
Oh god.
going bald. Nah,
That is a disability.
Going
Yeah.
bald for
Bald's a
sure, but
disability.
going deaf or going blind or like losing a limb or something like that. That's like one of my biggest fears in
Yeah.
life.
Or do you know those people that don't like feel?
Oh yeah.
That,
Bro.
that don't have like.
Let me tell you,
they don't
bro.
have, like, a
When I was
sense.
getting my wisdom teeth taken out, you
Uh-huh.
know how they say sometimes they can like fuck up a nerve, like they can cut a nerve in your jaw, right?
Yeah.
And then some people say like,
I remember this.
yeah, the feeling like the nerve will like grow back and you'll get feeling back like after a year or 6 months or whatever.
Yeah.
But there's some people that never get it back.
Oh shit.
Like there's some people that nerve never grows back, so they always feel numb on like this side of the fucking of their face, like from the half of their chin over to their jaw. They don't feel shit for the rest of their fucking lives. And I remember saying to myself, I was like, bro, if that shit happens to me, I'm just gonna kill myself. Like
Yeah,
I was
man.
like, no way, I'm gonna live with half of my fucking jaw. Like,
This motherfucker.
because bro, have you ever gotten a tooth pulled or a crown
Yeah.
put in? That fucking feeling of having one side like numb, like it's the worst
Yeah.
fucking feeling in the world. And imagine living with that shit for the rest of your fucking life. You can't feel shit right
Yo,
there.
I feel like you get used to it at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, you
for
definitely
sure.
would, but would I like to live like that? Fuck no.
Well, it's just like we were talking about, like when you are in a situation like that or a predicament, like your body like adapts to it in a certain kind of way. So you're
like,
like
Yeah.
it
compensates
heightens.
for it
Yeah,
almost.
yeah. So you make up for it in another kind of way,
Mm.
and so that's what I'm saying. Like,
I wonder if it works partially though.
what you
Because
mean?
like he's saying, like if you partially lose
Yeah.
sense of like touch,
Oh yeah,
would you partially gain something else? You know, because like
maybe.
like with the blindness shit, it's like if your shit stops working, like it adapts. But
No, I don't think it would. Because it's
but,
like, it's just numb on one
but
side.
what if you go blind like from cataracts and not like, because people with cataracts is like something blocking their vision, like in
Oh,
their
yeah.
eyeballs.
Oh, you remember
But
that
it's
they had
not
a,
like,
a commercial on the Super Bowl about that?
did they?
Yeah, and how two brothers won the Paralympics.
Oh,
for-
yeah.
Yeah, you remember? Yeah. So
No,
I-
that was a degenerative disease, though.
well, it's basically the same thing.
Oh, really?
Almost. I mean,
Something like that.
yeah, it was something like similar like that.
But yeah, cause like, if you have cataracts, you're not like blind, but you still
It's
can't
basically-
see.
yeah, it's basically
like
like
covering
something-
you, and you have to get like this fucking surgery for them to like drain that shit, and then you can see again, but it'll build up.
Oh.
So I don't
Mm.
know. But then again, like it also leads into the question: it's like, does your body adapt because it knows that you lost something, or does it adapt because you're not using that sense anymore and you're relying on your other senses?
Probably.
So it's
I think
like-
it's a mix of both.
Probably.
Yeah, so it's like, do you adapt from like using the other senses more than you used to, or is it because like your body's like, oh shit, gotta make up for it? You
Yeah,
know?
I think
Okay.
it's both, to be honest,
Both.
because like, you're like exercising your
The
senses
other
more.
senses,
yeah,
yeah.
you exercise. I heard about this boy that was, or this dude, a man now, you know, but he was a boy at the time.
You.
How he learned how to use echolocation.
Oh, word.
Yeah, he was a blind dude, and he learned how to use echolocation. And actually, he could drive. He could play video games
What
even.
the fuck?
Yeah, using echolocation. I don't remember what his name was, but
How the fuck are you gonna play
Yeah.
video games with echolocation?
right. That's what I was saying. But apparently it was a fact.
What the fuck?
Yo, okay,
There's
okay.
no way you
I don't
can.
know about that shit.
All right, can you pass me the tablet? Can I search this shit up?
Yeah. Let me find it.
Man.
Like I believe everything else but the video.
Yeah, like
games
I'll believe
thing.
like maybe
No,
driving
like-
and shit,
like
but it's because
deadass.
like it's like asking a blind person to read ink.
Yeah, like
no. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Because it's
I
like
thought it
it's
was
a
some cap.
fucking. It's a screen.
Yeah, it's a screen, like,
visual
there's no-
spectrum.
no,
It's
well,
not
like
like-
that's what I was saying. Like,
You can't feel the fucking picture.
'Cause there's some blind
I'm
people.
just telling you like the way that.
that you heard it.
Yeah,
you heard it, yeah,
the way
yeah.
that I saw it, as a matter of fact.
Nah,
Okay,
you're
well,
tripping. Debunked.
yeah, debunked. Come on, that shit ain't real. Come on.
There's some people that also use like clicks when they're
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
that's,
Like, the echolocation.
yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's echolocation.
Oh, okay.
Fucking bats don't do clicks. They do like high pitched noises, but it's the same shit.
Yo,
It's
I heard,
dolphins and other sea
Yeah,
creatures
yeah.
that do clicks.
I heard bats aren't actually fucking blind.
No, they're not.
Like that was a fucking thing that I've always heard all my life. Like, oh, bats are blind. They just use like sound that bounces off the
No,
wall.
they're
It's a fucking
they're
lie.
not blind, but they do
Yeah.
use sound.
Well, yeah, but like I've always heard, oh, they're blind. They can't see. They just use the sound to get around. But that was bullshit. Like,
Yeah,
it was
it's crazy. No, you know what's fucking crazy? I was reading this thing. So there's this thing called the Doppler effect, right?
Mhm. I think I've heard of this.
And it's like it's basically this principle with like that has to do with sound waves.
Yeah.
So it's like if if you hear something, like it's gonna, if something makes a noise, it like goes out evenly.
Yeah.
But if it's moving and it's making noise, there's gonna be like the noise you're gonna hear from the back,
Mhm.
and then it's
Yeah.
gonna like, since it's running to whatever direction it's running towards, like the sound waves are gonna stack up,
Oh.
and it's gonna take a while for it to like make the noise then, right?
Mhm.
So like the example is like fire trucks. Like you hear them, but when they're approaching, you almost don't hear them until they're there.
That is
Yeah,
true.
Because
oh, yeah.
it's moving in tandem with the sound.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
You know, and so they did
okay.
this experiment with bats, and they would like swing them, and so because they were like, do they fucking adjust for that shit? Do they know what the fuck that is? And so what they found is that like they adjust for it if you like swing them forward, right? Because fuck it, you know, like they need to. So
Yeah.
because what happens is they make a noise and then they listen for it, and depending on the alteration to the noise, they'll know like what the fuck is up.
Oh.
Yeah,
You know,
so, like, if I'm
how
moving
far
or-
something is, or
Yeah.
like whatever. But they actually compensate for the Doppler effect too, because they, you know, like they're flying, they're moving forward,
Yeah,
so they
yeah,
have to.
Yeah.
But what they found is that they can't do that shit backwards. If on the backswing, they'll fuck it up and they can't adjust it right,
Oh.
and that's because fucking bats can't fly backward.
Oh, yeah.
So they only know how to fucking do it forward.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, when you told me about the fire trucks thing, that shit resonated because I always think like even with the police officer sirens or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm always like, bro, them shit's weak as hell. Like you can barely
But
fucking
once
hear them.
they fucking pass you, you hear
Yeah,
them
but you can
bitches.
hear them bitches. But you know what's weird is that like they're different in every state.
Are
Like
they?
yeah, so these ones, they're less loud, and that's what I'm saying. Like they're less loud no matter what, no matter where you are,
What?
they're less loud. But you go to Kansas and them bitches is blaring.
Really?
They're
Wait,
loud
what?
as fuck in Kansas. Like police officers or sirens,
Oh, yeah?
they're fucking weak as hell here. But in Kansas, they're loud as shit, and in Texas,
Oh, yeah,
they're
Texas,
loud
yeah.
as shit too.
What?
They're
Yes.
fucking loud.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Mm.
like you can be like 2-3 blocks away and you can hear them bitches crystal clear, like just fucking blaring in your ears.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, okay. Well, I found the dude.
Oh, what does it say?
His name is Ben Breen. It says right here that he plays video games by sound and can beat most of his sighted friends. For most people, quote unquote.
Them motherfuckers must be ass at the games, bro.
Yeah, I mean, quote unquote, for most people, incredible realistic graphics are the key to enjoying video games. However, one dedicated player has become a gaming whiz despite being blind. And it says that he was born 4 months early and as a result was left blind from
Yeah.
birth. And I mean, I don't think this is the same dude because I remember the same dude that the dude that I heard of
about?
was black. He was a black dude.
Oh, where?
Yeah, but I mean, basically the same gist, and I mean, I'm not about to read all this shit to be honest, but it was on Daily Mail UK. You feel me? Which is actually a credible site. Quote unquote.
Supposedly. Well, shit, who knows? Who knows how the fuck he did that shit, but props to him, I guess.
Big
Yeah.
props.
Especially if he was beating his boys. Them motherfuckers got some explaining to do.
Not me, that motherfucker.
How the fuck are you losing to somebody who dead ass can't
That
see what's
shit-
going on,
That shit reminds
dude?
me of the skating videos when the people will stitch them and they'll be like, "How does motherfucker skate better than me and I'm blind?"
Yeah,
He's blind.
Yeah.
I got 2 eyes or some shit.
Yeah. Well, maybe that disability makes it like
Gives them disability to get this bread.
this motherfucker. This motherfucker.
No fucking way. Bro.
Well, yeah.
Some fucking rapper coined that shit recently.
Really?
And I was listening to it and that shit was corny as hell. It might have been Drake. Drake or
bro.
Kanye.
Really?
Yeah, somebody. But I remember, like, I was listening to some fucking song and somebody said, "Oh, it gave me disability to some shit." And I was like, "Dog, that's a meme. Fuck you."
Yeah. Who knows who that was? Talking about Kanye, we always bring him up.
Let's
but
not talk about Kanye.
Nah,
That
I am
motherfucker's
gonna talk about Kanye.
tripping.
Shut your ass up. Well, actually, my girlfriend saw a meme that was like, Kim is on her 4th divorce or some shit like that.
Yeah.
4th relationship and divorce. Maybe she's a problem. And she was like,
Yeah.
she was like, only a guy would post that. And I was like, I like to joke and be like, Kanye doesn't do nothing wrong, bro. For real. Kanye's in the
Oh,
right.
God,
He doesn't
yeah.
do nothing wrong.
No, but they do say that, like, if you've been in, like, hella failed relationships, like, you're the common
Yeah, they said
denominator.
that
Like,
shit to with Taylor Swift, because you remember how she re-released her Red album or whatever,
Yeah.
and the whole fucking controversy with Jake Gyllenhaal got brought up again.
Jake
They were-
Gyllenhaal?
yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal, Mysterio from Spider-Man.
yeah, well, what the fuck was that?
So it was this. They dated like a while back.
Sure.
A while back.
Yeah,
And, but
I remember
he
this.
was like 9 or 10 years older than her.
Hey,
And
yo.
so like in this album, like she released it and they had like just gone through like a horrid breakup and she kind of like claims that he was like manipulating her and this and that and like he was just an asshole to her. Right? But then motherfuckers would come out and be like, I don't know, bro. Ain't she on her like 11th relationship?
Yeah.
She's the problem.
No fucking
yeah.
credible source around here.
But
I'm with Kanye, bro.
Kanye going crazy, right?
Yeah, I'm with Kanye the whole
Yeah.
way, bro. For real, for real. He
Kanye
doesn't do
better
nothing
man
wrong.
than me, for real.
I mean,
I don't want to see that shit happen. I keep seeing Gennaro on Facebook post
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's like, I tell you what, I did the same shit.
yeah. Well, actually, okay. Like all jokes aside, like I like Kanye a lot. So like, you know, it's Kanye over Pete Davidson and all them. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I don't agree with what he's doing. You feel me? I don't think it's healthy on his part. But you know, it's almost like that Dave Chappelle thing. I remember one time he was talking about Bill Cosby
Yeah.
and how he has like so many rape allegations, and there's like someone was telling him, he's like, how can you stand by Bill Cosby? And he was like, bro, come on, you know, like I like Bill Cosby. You know, Bill Cosby's a shit. He's like, it's like hearing if chocolate milk raped people. It's like, man, come on, I love chocolate milk, bro. You know, like ain't no way he's raping. You know, like you feel me?
Bruh.
So it's the same thing. Like, man, like I like Kanye, like, and I hate to hear it, but there's so much shit going on with him.
Kanye is
But-
crazy for
but
sure.
he's always been crazy.
Yeah,
you feel
like
me?
that.
What
That
more
man
can
just
you expect
needs
from
help.
Kanye?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
That's
And
why
he
he's
got
not-
help for a while,
For a bit, yeah, but I think he's been like off it for a minute or something. I don't know,
for sure.
but you know.
So,
And then, so it's becoming a controversy now because everyone's like, "Oh, it's so fucked up! Like, what's happening to Kim and like what he's doing to her and this and that."
Yeah.
Like, if they weren't famous, like this would be like
yeah,
on
I've seen
this
that too.
headline, and y'all would
Yeah.
be like siding with Kim and this and that. But it's like, you know, if they were famous, nobody would give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
just say how it is.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
And because they're famous, and rather Kanye has like the more like cult following,
Yeah.
that's the only reason Kanye. Everyone's like, oh yeah, for sure, Kanye.
Yeah.
You know, but like it is kind of fucked up. But like, I don't know. It's like you can't really have that much sympathy for like rich people. It's kind of hard to
Yeah.
because it's like you're rich, you know,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But at the same time, it's like you get it, and especially fucking Kanye being like off meds, being all crazy and shit. Like that shit would be terrifying a little bit,
Yeah,
but
low-key.
at the same time, like he can't help it. You know, like
Yeah, that's
hate on
just how he
Kanye as
is.
much you want. Like how he is.
Yeah.
It's like does the man need help? Yeah, but it's like, is this shit funny? Also, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
It's like I ain't picking sides here. Like that shit's funny, but he needs help. You know. It's
Yeah,
like-
no, that's what I was saying too. I'm like, you know, I like Kanye. Like, don't get me wrong, I like his music. I like, what he's done. But bro, let's think about it right here. You remember he was the same motherfucker that was like George Bush doesn't care about black people on national news. You feel me? Yeah, on national news. You feel me? He was at
the same motherfucker that hopped on Twitter and said slavery was a choice.
Yeah, he's the same motherfucker that went to the MMAs and was like, "I'm gonna let you finish," but Beyonce, had the best video out there. You feel me? Like
this is expected behavior at this point.
Yeah, what did you expect? And it is, and. I mean, at this point, you should just...
It's kind of like when Antonio Brown took his jersey off mid-game. Like, what did you expect? Like,
he's kind of like getting mad at Snoop Dogg for smoking.
Yeah, it's like, this is shit that you expect from these people, Yeah.
Like, well, calling you all the way, bro. He doesn't do nothing wrong.
Okay,
he doesn't do nothing wrong. No, I'm just fucking
is the reason they broke up because he was like, why did they... Is there a reason they broke up? Or like...
There was. She claimed that, that it just became too much because he was on his episodes and so it became this thing because he even made this song describing it. What was it in Yay?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I said slavery a choice, and they laughed at me and this and that, and then he was telling her oh, you can leave if you want, I get it, and she wanted to stay, but then obviously she left. But you can understand that shit gets to you at some point. And it's no matter how hard you try, and I feel celebrity relationships are just doomed to fail, from the jump.
Yeah.
So it's
it's because when you're that fucking high up,
that's because you're always in the spotlight.
You're only what was that fucking saying? Something you're only as loyal as your next choice or some shit like that, or as I don't know, some shit like that. But it's because basically what I'm trying to say is when you're that big, bro, you have picking and choosing of the entire fucking world.
That's true.
If you really wanted to, you could go pick any motherfucker in the world, and as long as they know who the fuck you are, you'll get with them. It doesn't take that much,
That's for sure.
Mm.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean.
Speaking of fucking Bill Cosby, y'all seen that, what's his name? R. Kelly replaced his fucking legal team with the one that represented Bill Cosby?
I did see that.
No way.
Yeah, because, he's still going through those allegations of whatever the fuck it was. What happened with him?
Okay, R. Kelly, bro, there's a lot went on with R. Kelly. So basically, to give you a rundown, I don't know what started it, but I know.
The rap? The skeleton rap?
So let me get you the rap.
That shit, have y'all seen those memes where it's best name drops in manga?
Oh, yeah.
And it's oh, yeah, this is an Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Or stupid shit like that. Yeah. It's I'm going to go bleach.
Yeah, exactly. I have seen that shit. I'm going to go berserk. But yeah, basically one of the things that started it is he has video evidence.
Yeah.
Of him pissing on a 15-year-old girl.
No fucking way.
Yes,
God
sir.
Damn it.
Are you serious?
Dead ass. And that's one of the things that I don't know if that's what started it, but I know that's one of the things
that's one of it, yeah.
Yeah. And there's a lot more on top of it, a lot more allegations apart from that. Well, yeah, I mean his legal team wasn't doing the job, and so he was like, "I'm gonna get the same motherfucker that got Bill Cosby out."
Yeah, because didn't he get
Bill Cosby got out?
Acquitted, no?
Yeah, Bill Cosby got out.
No fucking way.
A 50 plus rape allegations.
What the fuck? Are
55 plus, as a matter of fact.
God damn,
bro, that shit is low key fucked.
I like Bill Cosby.
Bro, it doesn't matter, bro.
Nah, but okay, so once again, I was talking about how Dave Chappelle had a bit on it, right? And he also said, he was like, look, as much as I like him, a lot of people be bullshitting and whatnot, but 55?
You can't bullshit 55.
No. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was about to be 55?
Yeah, shit, that's going to be hard.
A couple of the motherfuckers got to be, real. And
have substance to it.
Yeah, and R. Kelly, the shit with R. Kelly, bro, What are you gonna do, bro? Yeah. You have a fucking video of you pissing on a 15-year-old straight the fuck up.
Because with those rape allegations, it's getting tricky nowadays. Because a lot of the time,
it's just people have to get a bag.
Yeah, but it's sad as fuck because
it is sad. It's fucked up
for the people that actually it actually happens to them and they try to go report it. It
gets discredited now.
Yeah, it does. It's you're just doing it for the bread, bro. Shut your ass up. And it's at this point, you don't know.
Yeah. Especially when it happens to pro athletes. It happens a lot to pro athletes where they'll go to a party or whatever, or they'll be somewhere and then all of a sudden they get a rape allegation. Now, a lot of the times it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Just to ruin their careers and shit, or, But
Well, let's.
Speaking
All right,
of
let's think about
athletes
it.
and shit,
Oh.
I heard about this one guy, some football player or some shit, and they were like charging him for assaulting this
Adrian
woman.
Peterson?
So I have no idea, but
I think I know what
anyways,
you're talking about. In
Yeah.
his crib.
No, I wasn't in
Oh.
the script. But it was like at a bar or some shit. But anyways, so I stumbled on a TikTok of this lady like explaining it, and like it gave me like the second part, and it was like, since y'all don't want to believe it, this and that, like here's a video, right? And so, but like her whole side is she's like defending the girl,
Yeah.
but then in the video she's like, oh, you can see that like
Yeah.
one of her friends called him like a slur. 'cause
Joe
he's
Mixon.
black. Yeah, so
was Joe Mixon.
anyways, so one of her friends called him like a slur or some shit.
Oh, that's fucked
and
up.
he was like, bro, like what the fuck, like shut up.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah.
they kept pressing him or some shit, and he was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then eventually like the girl turned over and like pushed him,
Yeah.
and then like smacked him.
No, that's
Yeah.
fucked.
And so he was ready to square up on the push, but he was like, you can see him like square up and then be
Yeah,
like, no,
back
like
up.
back off.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
she goes and smacks him, and he hits her with the fucking
Yeah.
right hook, and she's out for like a whole 50 seconds, like in the video
Damn.
camera.
She
And
broke
she's
4
like,
bones.
and the fucking girl in the girl that uploaded the video, she was like, as you like, I'm gonna skip through, but like she was down for like 15 minutes and this and that, like in case y'all don't want to believe it. And I go to the comments, I'm like, this gotta be good, and everyone's like, that's self-defense.
Self-defense.
It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
equal rights.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
what the
equal
fuck
rights,
y'all
equal
want?
fights,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's like literally, like I don't fucking understand it. Like
Yeah.
y'all provoked him, and then you fucking initiated the physical altercation.
yeah.
What more do you expect?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
Especially from somebody that's just like minding their business.
yeah.
It was a really
It's-
back and forth thing because, like you said, her friend called him a racial slur.
Yeah.
Obviously, probably the N word. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
And
Well,
then
that's,
he
that was implied.
and then
Yeah.
he said something homophobic towards her.
Yeah, I did hear that.
And then when they were going back, it's like, I get it, but like, why even like do some shit like that to it, especially to an NFL player out of everybody,
Yeah.
bro?
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
come on,
are you
boxers,
serious?
NFL players. Maybe you can fuck with soccer players because, bro, they pussy. But like,
They'll kick
any-
you, bro. You die.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, straight up.
anybody else, like, bro, why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Why?
literally.
Like, you're
And
not
it's
gonna gain
like, It's the
anything.
thing. It's like play stupid game, win stupid prizes.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, what the fuck are you honestly expecting?
Yeah,
I mean,
these are people that get paid to fucking damn near kill other people every
Yeah.
week.
And
Yeah.
you really think like
They won't
do
fire
not start
on your
a
ass.
fucking physical
Yeah.
altercation with them.
Yeah.
That-
Come on.
Oh my
That
god.
motherfucker's big. Well, going back to what we were saying, I just want to say like about this whole rape thing. You know, like it is pretty fucked up. You feel
It
me?
is,
Like a lot of
yeah.
it is under wraps because they have enough money to put it under wraps. You feel
Yeah.
me? He is free. He is acquitted. He is he's actually working on a show again.
No
Bill
fucking
Cosby.
way.
Oh,
Yeah,
word?
he's working on another show.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because he had the Cosby Show before. Well, now
Yeah.
he's putting out another show soon to be. But like,
nice.
damn, like it's really fucked up. You know, a lot of times you can never know. But at that point, you know, I'm sure that somebody actually did, you know, have
Yeah.
something horrible and horrendous
Yeah.
happen to them, and you know, God bless their hearts and their situation. And I hope they're all right because shit, you know, it sucks to know that the person that did that shit to you is just fucking out
Fucking
and about.
free.
Yeah, out and about, and
You know what I just thought? I just thought about this shit.
What?
yeah, what's
It
up?
could have been like a Deshaun Watson situation where like a lot of the time I guess the mentality that some people have is let's just say for like right now, right? For an
Yeah.
example, Bill Cosby did do that shit to somebody.
Mhm.
Maybe he did it to 2, 3, 5 people. Who
Yeah.
knows, right?
Yeah.
But then the person who was it could have been anybody was
Yeah.
like, okay, he's famous, so we have to pile these cases on so that we can take him down,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But that actually has the opposite effect because a lot of the time you can't prove those other cases.
yeah.
So they just become a bunch of fake allegations towards a person who is
And then-
famous.
Yeah, because you're
then
just,
it hurts the people that it's like the
actually happening.
That actually- yeah.
Because like the legal system is trying to sift through like all of these other ones, right? And they're like,
Yeah.
okay, well, this one's fake. This one's fake. It's like, no, that one's actually real, and
Yeah.
that one was fake. And it's like,
Yeah.
you know,
That's what
it's a
Deshaun
fucked up
Watson-
situation. You feel me? I remember Harvey Weinstein too. You know, you know Weinstein.
I don't know.
No,
I don't know
okay,
who
well,
that
he's basically a Hollywood, you know, motherfucker. And
I
y'all
know the
know what's up.
name, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the name.
Well, okay. Well, basically, it's the same thing. Not as much, you know. Bill Cosby really had a law on him,
yeah.
Yeah.
but it was pretty big numbers too, and they actually got his ass. And same thing with Epstein. He had a whole fucking island going. You
Oh,
feel me?
yeah.
Like, damn, bro. Like, damn, this is getting fucked up.
Yeah.
You know,
and it fucking sucks, especially like fake allegations, because like that one story about some fucking guy that was about to get drafted into the NFL.
Oh,
and then,
yeah,
like,
I
some
know.
fake
Sean Oakman?
allegation came out. Something. There's probably like more than one person that this
I'm
shit
sure that
applies
there
to.
is.
And
Was he
she,
big?
like,
Did he have a mohawk? Green?
no, I don't remember.
Oh.
I just remember the details.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
and so it was like she was claimed that that he fucking raped her, and they like detained him and they like threw him in jail for like
Yeah.
a year or two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
like
remember
while
that.
the fucking case was playing out, and then she like went on record and was like, "Yeah, I made that shit up,"
Yeah.
and like she cost him his whole fucking career,
Yeah,
his
and
entire
everything,
career and
his
2
public
years.
image,
Yeah.
and like they didn't even do shit to her.
What?
Like,
Okay, I was just about to say, like,
Yeah.
going into that. What y'all think about that?
That's some fucking
No, yeah,
bullshit.
that's some
No,
that's
but like,
jail
what y'all
time.
think should happen to
Jail.
people that like,
Jail time for sure.
jail time for sure? The
The
same.
way
because-
the way it should go is if he gets put in jail for a year, 2 years, she should serve also a year, 2 years.
Yep.
But let's just say he got a sentence, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say it went all the way down to like, okay, you're serving 10 years. But then something happens, they find out that shit is fake, they take him back,
Yeah.
and they're like, okay, we have to like take
Yeah.
those charges off. Now she has to serve the 10.
Yeah.
I think that's how
Yeah.
it should go. Because
apart from that, also fines. I think you
Even
should
if
get
like
fined.
yeah,
for that
no, that's
shit.
what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Even if like it's like amicable almost, and they
Mhm.
don't like detain them or whatever, and it just becomes like a case, like they should just at least still get a fine, because you can get a fine still for like wasting public resources.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you like falsely call the cops for some
Oh,
random
yeah,
ass
yeah.
bullshit, like you
Uh-huh.
can get a fine for that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it should be the same for the
should
court.
be the same.
Oh yeah.
You know, and shit like that. But it's the fucking American
Oh
goddamn
man,
system.
tell
That
me about
shit,
it, bro. Come
it's
on.
fucked.
Yeah,
This
that
is
that
not
shit,
good,
Sean
man.
Oakman shit was sad because like when he got out, like it granted it was only a year or two,
Yeah.
something like that. But it's like your chances are over.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like you can't register into the draft anymore. And
Yeah.
well, maybe you can, but like who's gonna draft a player who's
Who
a year,
have
2
to-
years removed
yeah.
out of playing
Fucking
college football? So what he had to do was sign up for the summer league, which is like a little league that you play in, and then sometimes people get picked up
Yeah.
and get took to the CFL or other things like that. But it just made his road to the NFL 10 times harder, and he
Yeah.
might not ever get there.
Right.
And he was like
That's tough.
projected to be like a first round or second
Yeah,
round
some shit like
Yeah, I
pick or
remember that,
something.
yeah.
So it's like his life was
What's
Oh,
that?
was over
basically.
before it even got started.
Yep.
That's tough as fuck. And really, bro, fuck that shit. If you
Yeah,
are a
fuck
person
that
that
shit.
does that fucking bullshit, fuck you, bro.
For sure.
You know, fuck what you stand for. Fuck who you are. All of the
Yeah.
above. Cause like, dude, that's fucked
It's
up.
fucked up, bro.
Yeah,
That's
and
fucked
then the fucking system is fucked too. Because I
Oh,
remember
yeah.
some shit came out about they had this one guy in jail, and for like a murder or some shit, or like
Oh.
a kidnapping, something.
Mhm.
And eventually it came out that like I think it was like before, so like the case happened before like DNA testing and shit.
Oh,
And so like after they like found out that it wasn't him and it was some other
Oh,
guy,
shit.
but he had already served like 20, 30 years.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, and like he came out and they like let him out and they gave him like a measly fucking couple $100 and sent him on
Yeah.
his way.
Yeah.
Like you fucking robbed this man of his whole
His whole
life.
fucking
Yeah,
life,
bro.
And you're
20
only gonna
years,
give him like a
that's
couple
fucked,
bucks
bro.
and just send him off. Like what the fuck is
that's
that?
fucked yeah. No, that is some bullshit, bro. And like, you gotta think about it, bro. The justice system is not justice.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
It is in no way,
A lot
shape, or
of
form.
times.
Oh yeah, a lot of the times. Sometimes you'll get that like light and light at the end of the tunnel type
Yeah.
shit where it's like, damn, hell yeah, like we finally got the justice we're looking for. You
Yes,
feel me?
sir.
But
That's very few.
yeah, very few. But most of the time, the justice system is gonna be unjust.
Yeah.
It's just fucked,
And a
man.
lot of the
Yeah.
time, it's not even just the fault of like. I think even if there wasn't racism in the justice system, shit like that would still
it
happen.
would still happen. Yeah,
Like there's
regardless.
nothing you can really do about it. Even if I guess technology could like help improve it, but at the moment, there's nothing you can do to stop that.
Yeah, and then the
Because
fact that
sometimes
it's
just
fucking-
shit looks a certain way, and it's
Yeah.
like you can't kick it. It's
Yeah.
like you can't.
And then
Like
the fact that it's like fucking riddled with like racism and sexism
Yeah.
and shit like
Yeah.
that, it just makes it 10 times worse.
Well, I'm playing Red Dead, right? And like
Yeah.
this is like not to like discredit the seriousness of this shit, but for real, like I'm playing that shit, and I'm playing as John Marston, right? And this is after Arthur Morgan, and well, it's supposed to be a civilized land now where like outlaws and gangs and shit like that aren't supposed to be a thing anymore. You feel me? But that shit is still well in like place, and motherfuckers are still killing people. Motherfuckers still robbing, still you know, murders, kidnappings, all of the above. You feel me? Still happening, and they have this system that's supposed to like stop that. And it's, you know, I feel like it was in relation to that, and like the fact that it goes back way hella years back. You feel me? Yeah. From the start of our, you know, quote unquote great nation. Because shit, who knows how long this shit has been going on for you feel me? So yeah, it's a tough situation, and you know, hearts go out to the people that have, you know,
been impacted with that shit.
Been a victim to that.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, and apart from that, you know, there's also cops that like, or people that like serve, you know, the justice system that will reach. They will reach heavy on your ass, and I am a victim of that shit too. Yeah, I'm actually fighting something right now, and like, you know, I hate to talk about it, especially like on the airway, but for real, like,
can you even?
Oh yeah, you're legal. You might not be able to.
Yeah, it is still going.
I would just not say nothing.
Well, I mean, all right. Well, I'm just a victim of it too. But that's just as far as I'm gonna go.
Yeah, no, that shit's crazy. Like, I've seen videos of that shit where they'll like plant like drugs.
Dude,
in like traffic stops, and then like there's this fucking. I saw this meme where it was like there was a fucking Minecraft meme, but it was like a mod with guns, and he was like about to shoot a bunny, and he's like, wait, that doesn't look right. And then he drops like a sword, and it's like, he has a knife.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that's literally how it fucking goes.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I actually saw this one video. I remember seeing this one video where this dude is like recording, and he's like recording like his front face camera towards him, and then like the cop is like walking away with his identification and shit, and he like tosses something in like in his shit, and he's like, hey, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, I did see that shit.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it's something like that. And like, bro, what the fuck?
I know,
bro, imagine getting caught for that shit.
Fuck no.
Like, or the cop getting. I mean, good for you. Fuck you. You know, you're fucking planting crack on me. Like,
that shit.
You know, shit like that. And I always bring up Dave Chappelle because this motherfucker was ahead of his time. He always has bits on everything. I swear to God. But he's talking about this one time where like he's like, man, I don't call the police because my house is too nice. You know, like, they think that, you know, they'd get a call for robbery. You know, one time I got robbed and I didn't even call the police. I just let it happen. It's like, because I'd call them, they'd show up and they'd be like, oh, he's still here, Johnson. Boom. You know, like, and it's like, you know, that they do that shit, and it's like, damn, all right, let's not file any, you know, reports or nothing. Just sprinkle a little crack on them. Let's get out of here. Like, but you know, it's funny.
But
when,
it happens.
When Chappelle's talking about it, but like, you know, when it's happening, bro, that shit's fucked up. Bro, there's way too many people in this world.
Matter of fact, not to go too far, fucking Julius Jones, who almost got fucking executed. Yeah, he almost got fucking executed like a couple months ago. Like,
well, what did he even do?
What was he?
So he got, I think, I don't really even know, but like, I think he was charged for like murder or something.
I know
like
he has
that.
life.
Oh no, I remember. Okay, so it was I remember reading it. So it was this murder of somebody like a while back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and they had him down for it because like 2 witnesses supposedly had placed him there.
Yeah.
Right. And so he had been like serving time, and then like up until recently, because you know how you mentioned a couple episodes back that we had paused the whole capital punishment.
Yeah.
So like they were like, all right, fuck it, we gonna start again with this motherfucker right here.
Yeah.
And but the thing is that like especially like during the first trial, like his defendants and shit did like a poor fucking job of representing him.
Yeah.
So what happened was somebody got murdered in their house, right?
Yeah.
And so apparently 2 witnesses, quote unquote, had placed him at the scene, but like there was like evidence stacked like that it was not him.
Yeah.
So there was like multiple witnesses that saw a car leave and knew that it wasn't his car, right?
Oh.
And then they saw that it was 2 people as well, like a getaway driver and then the shooter.
Ooh.
And they had also they also had witnesses say like, yeah, it was a white guy.
Ooh,
And
okay,
he's black.
He's fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's black.
So they were like, "What the fuck?" And then not only that, but the guy that actually did it did jail for something else, like some petty crime, and he did like a little bit of time for it, and they had like whole ass cellmates. Like come out and they were like, oh yeah, no, he told me he did that shit.
Yeah.
He would like brag about it and he would be like, oh yeah, and I framed this fuck over here and now he's serving for it.
Yeah, I
And
remember.
Yeah, I
there
have
was like
heard
2
about
or
that
3
shit.
people that were like, yeah, no, he told me that shit.
I
Like,
remember
he
reading
did it.
about that shit. Yeah.
But they never like represented him or nothing. And so
Yeah.
that's why like that shit became a big deal. And then like we got them to not execute him.
Yeah.
And I think they're working on to like
Get him out.
bring that shit back up again,
Oh, okay.
like an appeal or
They
whatever.
they better, bro.
Shit,
'Cause
well,
that's some
excuse me,
bullshit.
because damn, I should have went and took a piss before the podcast.
Bruh.
Jesus. Yes, sir.
Damn it.
I am guilty as charged. I'm piss boy.
Well, it is what it is.
Alright, well, I guess we have to.
tried, bro.
Yeah, but no, fucking. And then we had to like, well, not we, but like the people had to contact Governor Stitt for that
Yeah,
motherfucker
yeah, yeah.
to do fucking Governor Stitt's bitch ass.
Facts.
But I don't know what the fuck is up with the governors, but was it Mary Fallon the one we had before?
I think so. Something
Fucking
like
now she was fucking terrible, and then
that. Aren't we like
Governor
voting
Stitt's
for
fucking
governor
terrible.
again now?
I think we are, yeah.
Some shit.
Watch us make the wrong choice again. Obviously, we're
Yeah.
fucking 0-2 and
At this
governors.
point, it's like it doesn't even matter who you put up there. It's just
Yeah.
all bad.
That's just how it is with the presidents, really.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
especially like, and right now, like the only fucking choices are an old head or an older old head. So it's like, you know,
Yeah. When is the next election? What?
2024?
24? Okay.
yeah. And it's probably gonna be Biden and Trump's bitch ass again.
Oh yeah,
so,
because he's rerunning or something.
yeah, fucking loser.
We're talking about Trump. I'm back from my piss.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of want him to fucking win just so he can get his fucking 4 years and fuck off for like the
Well,
rest
Trump?
of life, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause after he serves his second one, that's it. He can't do
Yeah,
anything
he can't do
else.
shit no more.
So I kind of want him to fucking win just so he could fuck off.
Well,
Like,
he
I
might not
wanna-
even run at all.
Well, I fucking hope not.
because
Why?
lately I heard this shit actually, as a matter of fact, yesterday
Uh-huh.
that Trump and his children Ivanka.
Oh.
and-
Oh, you
and
just
Trump
told us
Ju-
about
yeah,
this, yeah.
Yeah, and
Wait.
Ivanka and Trump Jr. are being him, and those two are being like tried for fraud, for tax frauding and shit. So
Oh,
they're
yeah.
basically like. They're like writing taxes off as someone else, you know, like
What?
Fuck no.
yeah, and like a lot of people do that,
Yeah,
like
no, a lot
write-offs.
of rich people do that shit.
Yeah,
Everybody
write-offs,
does.
but like I'm talking about like some serious shit. Well, I don't know the specifics, but that's all I know, and I know that this motherfucker has been through a lot of shit with
Yeah.
taxes.
Yeah, because there was that whole controversy back when he was in office, because someone was like, "Yo, show your taxes, bitch."
Oh yeah,
and like you know, everyone has like their own right to not share that shit, but like it's customary almost like it's almost tradition that like presidents are like open with their tax records.
Yeah.
oh
And
yeah.
so they'll like post them like every year. It'll
Yeah,
come
yeah.
out, and if they're presidents, they're like, "Oh, here's my tax record, by the way." They'll just
Yeah.
like drop them somewhere. But they were like pressing him for it, and he was like, "No, I'm good." He was like, "That's just not a law. Like you're okay.
yeah.
I'll just keep that shit to myself." And
Yeah,
everyone was
I'll be
like, "That's mad sus, dog."
Yeah.
And they finally got onto him.
I wonder what the Trumpers got to say about this shit.
Some
Hey
bullshit.
man,
You know those fucking losers will come up with
Yeah.
anything just to defend.
Have y'all
Daddy
heard
Orange.
that shit about that happened with Amir Locke? I think it was.
Amir Locke?
I think that's his name. I
Or
get
can you-
I might have the last name wrong. But anyway, so it's this. So y'all, where the fuck was that shit that happened with George Floyd?
Minnesota?
Minnesota, something,
Minnesota?
or Minneapolis.
Minneapolis.
yeah, Minneapolis.
One of
There you
those.
go.
Yeah. Anyway, so once again in this fucking hellhole, right?
No way
Yeah,
again.
it's another like black person that got fucking killed by the cops. So what happened this time was that they had a warrant for something or other.
Oh,
Right? And I don't
I
even
know
know
what
if it
you're
was
talking
for
about.
Amir Locke or some shit, right? But let me look up his names to make sure I'm not.
It is
fucking
Amir
up.
Locke. I think it is. It's something Locke though.
I know it's Amir. I don't know if it's Locke.
It is Locke because I remember seeing it and being like, "Oh, Spartan Locke from Halo." I don't know why that shit just like came
I'm
into
not
my
gonna
head.
just say that shit.
Yeah, but rest in peace to him. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Amir Locke.
Yeah, Amir Locke.
Yeah. Anyways, so what happened was they had a fucking warrant, but they had a no knock warrant, which means that they can just bust into your fucking crib without knocking.
Yeah,
They'll just
Ooh.
knock you down,
those are
right?
the fucking worst.
And so they came in, right? And he was asleep on the couch. And they were like pointing flashlights and guns at him. And they were like, yo, what the fuck is up? Like, we're here for a warrant. And obviously, he grabbed for his gun. Because he thought, hey, it's a fucking intruder. And they fucking shot him a couple times. And they're like, oh, no, you fucking, like, whatever, right? But, like, and then upon further investigation, like, he had every right to own that gun. He had, like, a license, like, the permit carry, this and that. Like, he had all the documentation for it. And he was well within his right to have that gun in his home. And so everyone's like, dog, like, he just reached for it because he thought it was a fucking intruder. Like, y'all just broke into his house. Y'all didn't even say shit. And everyone's like, and the people defending the cops are like, oh, well, they were like, police, hands up, right? But it's like, dog, he was asleep. Like, what the fuck else do you expect?
You ever been asleep? Like,
this is like
just awoken like that? Yeah.
This is the same thing that happened to, what's her name?
Breonna Taylor. Yeah.
Her fucking husband fired back, but it's like, bro, they're fucking asleep. Like,
it's like,
bro, I would react the same way, bro. If someone just busts through my fucking door.
Didn't he fire back?
Yeah, he did.
He's on the couch, no?
No. So with Breonna Taylor, her boyfriend fired back, and they shot at him, and they killed her.
Oh.
But with Amir, he didn't even shoot. That's the thing. Like, he grabbed his gun. He didn't even point at them. He had it pointed to the floor, and he had, like, trigger safety and shit and everything. And, like, he was just, like, grabbing it for safety, and they just fucking shot him right then and there.
It's because
I think killed him and shit. And the thing is, like, this no-knock warrant is, like, the no-knock warrant shit in general has been, like, banned.
That's
in
what I was
multiple
gonna say,
states
like,
because of shit like that. And it's just fucking Minneapolis or whatever on their fucking bullshit again.
It's because you
once
can't,
again, buddy.
I guess it's like the saying, like, you can't. I forgot how it goes, but the point is, those fucking no-knock warrants should be fucking banned because you can't tell people, oh yeah, you can get a gun and have so fucking easy access to a gun and expect them not to fucking defend themselves when random people bust through your fucking door. And the thing is, okay, if they announce police, this and that, okay, I understand. Maybe that's like, you can pass it off, right? Because if you still reach for your fucking gun and you hear police, like, you should know better. You know? But to have a random person bust through the fucking door.
Yeah, no, because the thing was that, like, they were already in his room, like, in his living room. And then they were like, police, shining lights in his fucking face.
Oh, yeah.
He was still asleep.
Yeah. I seen that shit.
Yeah, that's
wasn't he sleeping on the couch or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah, I've seen that,
Like, everyone was like, this should have been just a regular warrant. Like, if they would have fucking knocked on his door, he would have had time to wake up and be like, oh, shit, like, what's up? You know, like, gone up and been civil about it.
Yeah.
But no, like, they just fucking barged into his home and shit.
They up and shot him.
Yeah.
Those fucking no-knocks should be fucking banned.
That's fucked, bro. That is fucked up.
Yeah.
Because that shit could literally happen to anybody, not just a black person or a white person. It could literally happen to anybody. Anybody who owns a fucking gun could do the exact same thing he did.
Yeah, and then everyone's on, like, TikTok and shit arguing, and they're like, oh, so where's NRA now? Because he had every right to have his gun. Yeah. He had all this shit. Like, NRA is, like, you know, always like, oh, you can't take away our guns, this and that. Like, I got my right to this and that. And they're like, these motherfuckers being real quiet now that somebody got shot for having a fucking gun that, like, they had full rights to own.
The NRA are Republicans, though. They're gonna
that's
side with
the
the
big argument.
police.
They're, like, real fucking funny now that y'all aren't fucking speaking up about this shit.
Of course, this is how it always is.
I mean,
But yeah.
Look, bro, you can say whatever you want, but
it's bullshit, bro.
You can say whatever you want, but, like, I feel like Republicans are constantly falling on the wrong side of history all the fucking time, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, you can say that about any group because, like, okay, think about it. So, like, these groups, so Republican, Democrat, right, are groups that are quote unquote they have their criterias to be Democrats and Republicans. You feel me?
Yeah.
And so, like, a lot of times, you know, same thing could be said about the other way around, you know, vice versa. Because
I mean, but I feel like the way society is progressing, it's looking more like the Democrats are always falling on the right side of history, while the Republicans are falling on the wrong side.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, okay. Well, I feel like it's more like the people.
That's what I'm
saying. Not the group. Like,
well, the group counts though, because the people are following what the group is trying to do.
Obviously, but, like, you know, think about it. You remember that we were talking about Mr. Blessings being a Trump supporter. Yeah. He's a Republican, but not because he agrees with the morality and, like, shit like that. It's because he agreed with, like, what it was going to benefit him with. You feel me? But, and that was, like, financially. And so I feel like the same thing, like, And don't get me wrong, I'm not a Republican.
No,
I'm
I
not
know, I
siding
get
with
it.
this shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
But like, I'm just saying it how it is. Like,
yeah, definitely both sides
Yeah.
have their merits. But
Yeah.
like Gustavo was saying, like.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
but
Yeah,
what I'm
all the
saying-
time.
bullshit.
I'm not saying like when I say Republicans, I'm talking about the people in power. I'm not talking about like Blessing, because Blessing has
Oh.
nothing to do with that shit. Yeah, he might believe in it for his own reasons, but he's not out here like
Doing
shooting
yeah,
people.
crazy
You know
shit.
what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So like, what I mean is like the politicians and the people like up
That
top
represent
who are
that
representing,
motherfucker, yeah.
they're constantly falling on the wrong side of history
Well,
because
even
their
the people
ideals.
like I'm talking about the people like not everybody, but
But,
when you
yeah.
hear Republican,
Yeah,
you're
a lot of
probably
the time.
you're
Like,
probably
oh,
gonna
that's
hear
some
this
bullshit
this
again.
white racist motherfucker apparently.
Because
you
there's
know?
a lot of people who are Republicans, but they kind of fall on like our spectrum where we're like, okay, yeah, we side with Republicans, but we don't side with Republicans. But what I'm saying is like them, like,
Yeah.
okay, I side with the Republican side, but also I understand that the truth is usually somewhere in the middle,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
they understand that the other side also has points that are valid,
Yeah.
but then there's some that are like, no, I'm Republican and this is what I believe
Yeah.
fully, completely,
Yeah.
and you're not gonna tell me otherwise, you
Yeah,
know?
that's
And
Okay, look,
those
I
are
ain't
the
no
worst.
Let it be known, let it be clear as a disclaimer, we are not politicians.
Oh, for sure.
No,
but
for
we
sure.
are human beings, bro. You feel me?
Nah,
We
bro,
we
not
are
me. I'm a
no,
Jones.
bro. We're aliens up in the
Beeble
mountain.
boppity.
Man, no, but we're
Snatch.
humans, bro. You know, just like everybody else, and we don't side with any side.
I do.
We side
No, I'm
with
just-
the no, we side with the side that's right. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like the one that's doing what's right for us and
That is true.
for the country, for the people. It's not what what they think is right. 'Cause a lot of time when people think shit like that, like, or when people try and justify wrongful acts and be like, oh no, this is right. It's gonna
Yeah.
blow up. It's gonna right
Yeah.
here. Like, you remember what happened with George Floyd?
Yeah.
I'm fully sure that some fucking bullshit is gonna go on with this too. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, good. You
I'm
feel
really,
me? Like,
I'm really glad that you brought up that we're mostly on the side that like seems to be right in our idealistic, because like
yeah,
the way my dad always told me about politics, the way he approaches it is he leans more on the Democrat side,
Yeah.
but he's always gonna vote for whoever he can benefit the Mexican
Yeah,
people
for
the
sure.
most.
Yeah.
Because I know he's always said, was it Ronald Reagan that had the Amnistía?
I think it was Bush.
I think, or Bush. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Reagan was like.
I don't
the
know what
80s,
you
bro.
call this shit, but my dad always calls it the Amnistía, where
Well,
they gave.
where they opened up the border.
Yeah, no, where they gave Mexican people papers, like they gave them a.
Yeah.
I think
know what you mean.
amnestia, something like that.
Fuck.
It's some like word like that. But he was a Republican president. He said, and he's always told me like
Amnesty.
amnesty. Yeah, he was always like, I owe him my life because like without him, I wouldn't have had papers.
For people, yeah.
So he's always told me, don't vote for the side that you're
For
on.
you're
Vote for
on.
whoever you think can benefit you the most.
For
It just so
sure.
happens that every fucking time that there's an election, the Democrats always seem like the ones who can help us the most.
Yeah.
Hey, bro,
or at least-
let's not speak so soon because look at what Biden.
Well,
did
yeah,
too.
but like
You know?
at least the ones who don't talk shit on us is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, say what you will about Biden, but
and he ain't doing shit for us, but
yeah,
at least he
no,
ain't
he's not
bashing.
doing. He's not doing shit for
Biden's
nobody.
a fucking Loki. He's a figurehead for real.
Yeah,
He's not doing shit for nobody.
Yeah.
he's not. Yeah, he's not doing shit for no. But what I mean
Yeah.
is like at least he ain't bashing. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like at least he ain't
Right.
shitting on Mexican people, and at least like
We really let a motherfucker like that get into presidency.
that's
Like,
what I'm
Trump-
saying. And then
like,
like, bro, have y'all
Trump really
noticed
said
that?
some outlandish shit.
Have y'all noticed that ever since Trump left office, the racism has kind of like calmed down? Like they're scared now. Like
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember when Trump was in office. Every fucking
Everyone
week
was
you would
"Oh,
see
yeah,
like
you fucking big wetback
yeah,
niggas."
you would see
Yeah.
fucking racist people just out in the streets having fun because
Yeah.
because their president supported that shit. He backed that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they had all the fucking empowerment in the world to go act out and do their bullshit, and now they can't do that.
Have you seen like that one time that like what was it? It was like these white supremacists were like Trump told them to hold off and our time is coming. Like you remember that? I don't know if you remember,
Yeah,
but
stand back and stand by or some
yeah,
shit
stand
like
back
that.
and stand by.
That was when
exactly.
they raided the Capitol or
Oh,
some shit.
yeah, isn't that? Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like this white supremacy thing, and he was just like, all right, guys, our time is going to come. Stand back and stand by. And it's like, bro, you're really, that's what you're doing?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they're prosecuting him for that shit right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
good, bro, because, like, why would you empower something like that?
Yeah.
You know, like
It's just bullshit.
it's some bullshit. Hence,
We're going way too into politics, bro. This
All right,
bitch is gonna be
switch
fucking.
to this topic.
Yeah, for sure. Because
Yeah.
we getting deep in this shit, and we're not gonna fucking get out.
Oh wait,
We might become
I think you're.
Yeah, it's how do you all release anger?
Yeah. How do y'all release anger?
Well, how do you wanna?
You want to start us off?
Oh sure, I'll go ahead and start it off.
Okay, so I guess my question is like, what are some of the ways that you guys release anger?
Yeah.
Because like, it's like hard sometimes.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like there's
for
only certain things you can do to like release it as like, not as a guy, but like really anybody.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
only
I
certain
get
things
you.
you can do.
Well, for me,
It could be like don't have no shame. Like
no, you know me, brother. Come on, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it $1, buddy. I'm gonna keep it 100. But the way for me, I've kind of learned to just like laugh it off almost. You know, like we were talking about this in a previous episode.
Yeah.
Like I'll get mad easily, but I've learned to like cope with it. But sometimes, you know, like back when I would smoke, shit, I just be like, fuck it, bro. You know, I just get a smoke and I'll chill the fuck out. You feel
Hell
me?
yeah.
Or
Yeah.
like, and right now I'll be like, you know what, shit, I'm not really feeling like this is really bothering me. Like I'm a motherfucker. I'm gonna go buy a 40 or something. You know, like.
yeah.
But a lot of times,
pinches 40s.
I know
me,
we were
bro.
talking about this yesterday. I was
Yeah.
like, bro, come on.
yeah.
Like
Well, but yeah, like, I've just learned to like cope with it a
Yeah.
lot. Like I'll just, you know, just deal with it. And so yeah, I mean, do not take me as a prime example, bro. It is not good to like cope with shit with other shit. You feel me?
yeah, I feel you.
It's honestly better to like
Deal with that shit head on.
deal with it like a different kind of way. Do not deal with it with advice, for real. Hello, but
Yeah, Because that's another thing I was gonna say. Because like sometimes the way you release it is like self-destructing. You know?
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
you never really like you have to release it in a certain way where it's like
through
you're
vices.
getting that anger out, but at the
Yeah.
same time you're not hurting yourself in
For
the long
sure.
run. You know? Because
Yeah.
like you say, sometimes alcohol. I don't mean to call you out, but like
No, you're good.
you know,
bro.
like
Shit, I don't give
that
a
shit
fuck.
is self-destructing
Yeah.
on the low key,
Yeah.
depending on how much you do it. You know?
Nah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like if anything, that's just homie shit. If you're getting mad because somebody's calling you out on like shit that you know is wrong, bro, then you're dead fucking wrong, buddy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you're wrong times two. You're wrong and wrong. You know.
This doesn't just
Because,
go for
like-
friendships. This goes for everything.
Yeah, if you know relationships, friendships, you know, parents, kids, and like, nah, he's dead right. I remember yesterday he told me he was like, man, come on, bro, you traded one thing for another, and it's like he's right, bro. Like I know that shit damn well. Like,
Yeah.
like I didn't want to make it a habit, but I'm doing the exact opposite of what I wanted to. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's like it's hard sometimes, but you know that ain't no excuse to like do some shit like that. And really, I'm just, you know, I'm man enough to admit my problems, but you know, it's not being a man and admitting your problems. That's not what makes you a man.
Yeah.
It's actually fixing those fucking problems.
Fixing them.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Sitting and deal with them.
Yeah, exactly. Dealing with them. If you admit your problems and you're still doing the same shit, you're not a man, buddy, or you're not a woman. You feel me? But y'all get the gist, basically.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
It's just you got to actually deal with it. And right now we're in the works, or
Yeah.
I'm in the works. But yeah, I mean, you know, that's just homie shit right there. And if that's you feel me, and you get mad because people call you out on the things that you're actually doing wrong, you need to sit back and think like, man, these motherfuckers just care about me, because if they didn't, they wouldn't give a fuck.
Mhm.
You feel me? A lot of people don't give a fuck. They will let you do your thing because it's, oh, that's how he is. That's how he does his things.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, you know.
Fuck no.
So
That's how you
you know,
Get
yeah,
deeper in the deep end.
yes sir.
So what
But
about you,
yeah.
Ever?
I think for me, I let it be as transient as I can.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I release it as it comes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Because I
yeah.
used to have this like fucking problem with like keeping that shit to myself and like bottling it up,
Yeah.
and I would like
Mhm.
end up snapping and shit, and
Yeah.
I'd be like super tired for like no fucking reason, or I'd be like hella mad for the littlest things,
Yeah.
right? And so now it's just like if something ticks me off or something gets me mad, like as soon as I'll get like a moment to myself, I'll just sit there and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
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 Hopefully I didn't pick the mic.
Hopefully not, but yeah.
It's just
Probably.
that, or like sometimes this happens to me a lot with inanimate objects.
I'm not
Shit
gonna lie,
will,
bro.
like not go my way, and I'll fucking sit there and I'm like, I'm gonna punch the fuck out of this.
I'm
like
like,
when the forklift fell.
Oh,
bro,
really?
yesterday I was sitting there and I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
And then, like, I was looking at it and I was like, I'm about to punch the fuck out of this seat. But I was like, nah, like, that shit,
Yeah.
it's not going to do nothing for me.
Yeah.
So I would just, like, I would go.
You gotta
like,
take a piss.
Yeah,
buddy.
I'm gonna be piss boy too.
Oh, piss boy number 2.
no.
This is what happens when
No,
I
you know
drink
what?
coffee.
No. We'll stick it out because I
I
think
think
you're
we only
almost
have a couple minutes
Yeah.
left or some shit.
Whoa.
But,
okay.
No, but yeah, and so sometimes I will take it out on inanimate objects, mostly when I know it, like, that's just not gonna hurt me back.
Yeah.
Like you're like a stuffed animal or some shit.
Yeah. Well, that was the exact same shit when I got stuck in the fucking snow.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit had me tight. Bro, it fucking when you get shit stuck, that's like not.
I don't know. I just moved seats because I was like,
When you get shit stuck, that's not supposed to be stuck.
No, yeah.
Oh my god, how
Oh.
fucking pissed do you get? You get pissed as fuck. And I agree with that. I actually started doing this shadow boxing.
Yeah, that works too. Or like any physical activities, you could just put it behind that and you're good.
Yeah.
Throw your energy into that. Or skateboarding. I like skateboarding to like
yeah.
throw off energy. But sometimes
Snap
that
the
shit will
board
piss
and
me
shit.
off even more, bruh. For real, that shit will fucking piss me off even more.
That was
But-
fucking, man, I miss that shit. You ever played Tony Hawk's Underground too?
Yeah.
And you remember when you would like fuck up a trick and it would like put up a little bar for a second and you could
Yeah.
rage and he would do like break the board and
Yeah.
shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
That shit go
yeah.
hard.
That shit was fucking funny.
I wish they had that in the new Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
I know.
That shit would be tight.
That's the thing, like, I used to love playing those games, but, like, I never liked I did like it, but I definitely didn't like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater as much as I did Tony Hawk's Underground.
Oh yeah.
That shit was fun as fuck.
Yeah.
But,
It's because
and
like
that's the only reason I didn't get the new one, because I was like, I never played the other one like that. I preferred Underground.
Yeah.
So if they, like, remastered that one or made something like it, I would fucking call it.
yeah, it's because all of it is like a button. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's why I really like Skate, because Skate is like
Skate is, like,
you can
more
just flick.
intuitive and shit.
Yeah, hell yeah. But going back to what we were talking about,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
so
how do
what
you
about
relate
you?
anger? What about you,
Gustavo?
Gustavo?
well, shit. To be
How are
honest
you
with
learning to?
It changes a lot.
Yeah.
It changes depending on the time too. Like obviously, if it's in the summer,
Yeah.
like I can go on, I can play football. Like that's what
Yeah,
I
for
can
sure.
release my anger in. Especially like, that's why whenever we play like 1-on-1s, I enjoy that shit so much because like the moment we snap into like 1-on-1s, like the moment you line up in front of me, you're not my friend no more. Like
Jesus, bro.
you're the person
Are we
I'm going up
enemies?
against.
No. Are we friends? No.
No.
Are we gay?
Yeah. But yeah, that's honestly like one of the biggest ways that I release my anger.
Yeah.
Is if we're playing 1-on-1s, like I'll just take it out on that.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Maybe
You should
just
get like
the
a football dummy.
Yeah.
Oh, I should. Yeah.
You know,
Just
like
a tackle?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the standing ones, so you could like tackle that bitch. and,
Oh,
like, push
Big
it
Bertha.
back.
That shit is
Oh.
expensive though.
Actually,
Those are
Word.
I'm
expensive.
gonna get one of those that you can like spar with, so that way I don't have to like
Oh,
just
yeah.
imagine.
Yeah.
And actually, I kind of like that shadow boxing shit. Bless you, but I kind of like that shadow boxing shit anyways because it's like a mental like capacity
Yeah,
kind of
like a
thing.
mental-
Yeah, hell yeah. But that should be cool too, though.
Oh,
You know,
God.
like a punching bag. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'd get that too.
But yeah, it's mostly just like it's just like the competition just kind of brings the anger
Yeah.
out, I guess.
Hell yeah.
You know, and especially not with you, Kevin, but like mostly if I don't know the person like that.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah,
and
for
we're just
sure.
playing against
Yeah.
them. Oh yeah, it's like
For sure. You don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Like yeah,
Yeah.
especially. But I don't know. I guess sometimes I do just be bottling that shit up, and then sometimes I do like explode, but not really. I think a lot of the time I just kind of just let it slide, just let it be.
Hell
You know, like fuck. Whenever the breakup was happening,
Uh-huh.
like when I was going through that anger part.
Yeah.
I would like bottle that shit up a little bit and then like just release it. But a lot of the time, like, I don't know, you just feel that fucking anger and like, I don't know, for me, there's just like no way for me to get it out. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really have anything I can punch. Like, I can't really just fucking scream in my house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I
it's
be
like,
yelling sometimes for real.
Oh, baby.
I mean, sometimes I'll let out a fucking like a fuck, you know, like
Yeah.
just fucking anger. But there's really not like anything I can really do to like release anger. So sometimes either I just like hold it in for so long that I just like let that shit slide, or yeah, just like physical activity or something like
Yeah.
that. You know?
Whoa.
Because that's like a reason some people run. Like they'll get mad and they'll be like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go on this
Yeah,
run." Like,
let's fucking run. Yeah.
That's actually smart.
yeah.
I'll go for a drive. That's what sometimes I
big
do.
mistake. Big
Yeah, I
mistake.
know, big mistake.
Just like I said in last
Got no
episode.
Yeah.
fucking
Do not
license.
drive- No,
On
not
height-
only that, but do not drive under any
Like
emotional
heightened, yeah.
influence.
Oh,
Like
shit,
any
I forgot
heightened
about that,
Yeah,
emotion.
yeah.
for sure. That's smart. That is a smart advice.
You gotta hop
For
on
real.
with the fucking level head. Goddamn it.
Yeah, it's because like really, you gotta learn to cope with that shit as a
For
person.
sure.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, and it comes easier. Like for me, I like to be happy. You feel me? Like, I don't like sadness. Like,
Me neither.
I will experience it. You know,
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
like
for
anybody
sure.
else. I'll experience sadness. I'll experience being mad, this and that. But I like to be happy overall, and so like for me, that is more of a like it'll push me to like cope with it almost because it'll be like, well, I don't want to feel like this anymore. Well, what can I do to like
not feel this.
to not feel like this? You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
And so yeah,
I mean, shit. That's what you know. How I'm telling you, like, I just be screaming that shit out. I be doing that in my car. Cause
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like,
in the
it's
car
your
for sure.
enclosed space, and like, sure, people can hear you, but it's like,
who the fuck
it's
is gonna
muffled.
complain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, even then, like, people, I do that shit a lot at Target.
Oh, really?
I would show up to work, the fucking 5 a.m. or
Oh,
some
yeah.
shit, and I would just sit there in the parking lot, and literally, like, the moment right before I get out my car, I'm like, fuck, and then it's just, all right, let's get this shit.
Yeah.
Didn't somebody like tell you some shit one time?
No,
I think you told me some shit.
no,
like
that was when I would nap before work.
Oh, yeah.
I would show up because it had me fucked up at like 4 a.m. So I would wake up at like 3, get there a little early, and I would take a fat nap right in front of fucking Target until it was like 4:10 or some shit, like 10 minutes late. And I'd be like, I don't care, bro.
Yeah.
And my boss confronted me, and he was like, yo, bro, your car was running. And I was about to go tell you. And I was like, oh, no, that was me. I was sleeping. And he was like, oh,
Yeah.
shit, my bad.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah. Fucking the anger shit is it's tough. Like sometimes you just have to like let it out, like you said, as it comes. But it also depends on your setting, you know. Cause
Yeah, that's what
if
I'm
you're
saying. Like,
fucking
you gotta
out
wait till you
mad,
get a moment to yourself. you know?
yeah. But that's honestly like a big mistake that I do. Is like sometimes I bottle that shit up and I just let it hang and I let it hang and I let it hang and I shouldn't do that
You
shit.
let your nuts hang? Oh,
Let your
hell
nuts
no.
hang. Yo.
Skunk gang, let your nuts hang. He's so old. What the fuck happened to him?
Who?
What is he doing? 6'9".
Oh,
Shit.
he's chilling.
He fell off. No one cares about him no
Yeah,
more.
you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I'm what?
shit, my fault. It's because I had a.
Stop the whole momentum.
Yeah.
My fault. It's because I didn't try to, but I had to like let off a silent burp in the middle. Of that shit.
Yes, motherfucker.
But anyways, what I was gonna say is like, audience listening at home, you feel me? You gotta take care of yourself. Take care of your healthy world. Yeah, but for real, like, take care of yourself for real. Like, if this is of any help, please take it. We'd love to help anytime. Just getting, through it, because we all humans. You feel me? And we all get through it differently. And so you find your way. Like,
you'll
try and find your way.
through.
If you're stuck, and you're like, how am I gonna get to this goal? Yeah, just. Can you see your next step? Take your next step.
Yeah.
You feel me? Don't. It's good to look at the goal, but like,
keep your eyes on your feet. That's something that's been happening to me a lot. I'll be like stressing because I'm like, damn, like what the fuck am I gonna do?
Yeah,
This and
straight
that.
up.
I'm like looking too long.
Yeah.
But I'm like, man, I just need to get through like today.
Yeah, today,
like
exactly.
now or this
Yeah.
week.
exactly.
Yeah. It was kind of like me like a couple weeks ago. I remember telling Kevin, I was like, bro, I don't think I'll ever get back to being like how I used to be.
Yeah.
And I remember
You
telling
know.
this motherfucker to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But like, not on some like shut the fuck up. You're being annoying. But like, it's like, hey, bro, that's because today is
Yeah, like I
another
was
day to
looking
get
too
to
far
it.
into it.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
trying to. I was trying to get back who I used to be before something that really fucked me up. And it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I can't just go from being completely fucking distraught and like thinking that I'm just never gonna get back to it to just all of a sudden being back
Yeah,
to how
for
I
sure.
used to be.
Yeah.
But I took your advice. I took Kevin's advice when he was like, bro, just like you got to take it one day at a time.
Yeah,
like,
one day at a
don't-
time. And that's the thing I was trying to like.
Yeah,
say.
and
It
like
is one day at a time.
it is true. Like, look, now I'm better.
Oh,
Like
man.
I'm
Yeah.
damn near almost close to it, back to being how I used to be. Thankfully, bro, because like sometimes I did doubt that I was gonna get back to
Yeah,
it,
I
but
know, and that
for
shit
sure.
would like low key piss me off. you
yeah,
feel me?
but like I can gladly say that I am kind of inching back there, and I'm not like fully there yet, but like in the coming months, in the coming days, weeks, whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
like I'm sure I can get back to that.
Absolutely, brother.
That's what's up,
We want to see that happen. So
baby.
Mhm. I think it was just the fucking the tough love that you guys gave me. Like I just kind of had to realize, like, bro, like fuck, this isn't the end of the world, like
It's not.
I'm not even 20 yet, bro. Like I can't
Yeah.
sit here and live my life fucking sad as hell or thinking that everything's just gonna put me in a bad place and like be scared to fucking live.
We
you
didn't
know, like fuck.
We didn't like give you tough love. Like we let you have like a moment. You feel me?
No,
but
yeah.
then, like,
but
yeah,
once you guys were like, okay, this is enough. You
Yeah,
know, like that's
yeah,
whenever you
uh-huh.
guys were like,
I
you know,
fucking had it.
yeah.
We're like, bro, this sound bullshit. Nah, but for real, nah, that's what's up, bro. So you know,
Yeah, glad to see you doing better.
Yeah.
yes sir, yes sir.
So what do you have written down here, Kevin? This says virtual reality dream in the Matrix.
Oh, okay. So I have vivid ass dreams. So you know how people
Yeah.
talk about like lucid dreams?
For sure.
Yeah. Okay. I have that every night.
Every night.
Every night.
No way.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that's crazy because do you like control the shit you do?
Okay, so I was actually
Because,
talking to
like,
him.
I'll have lucid dreams like that, right? But it's always like I can't control what the fuck.
But
I'm
you're
doing.
that person in it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's like I'll be in the dream, and then like I'll like do a half wake up, and I'm like, oh, I'm dreaming,
Yeah.
and then like I'll have influence on what the fuck happens, but I can't control my actions.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like I'll think something and it'll happen, but I can't like control.
Yeah,
what the fuck
exactly.
I'm doing
Yeah,
in the
no,
dream.
that's exactly what happens. Like when people talk about lucid dreaming, they're like, "Bro, I can make up this whole world where I'm with my crush and shit." You know,
Yeah.
like no, that's not how it works. The way it works is that it's still like dreams. You know, dreams will like put you in like the weirdest of places.
For
You know what I
sure.
mean? The places you know, the dream you least expect, and but I'm the person there. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's like me right now, like through my eyes, but in the dream.
Yeah.
And so in this most recent dream that I was talking about, the virtual reality, quote unquote. So I took this. I'm gonna just wrap it up real quick. So I was actually with
You're
you
gonna give
and
us the
Gustavo.
scuds and rap on that one.
Yeah, we're gonna scuts and rap on this motherfucker for real. But I was with you and Gustavo, and we took
Yeah.
like a field trip to like this one like museum thing almost,
Uh-huh.
and it was like a movie kinda,
Uh-huh.
but like they threw like a virtual reality set on. You
That's
know?
fucking tight.
Yeah, and it was cool as fuck, right?
Yeah.
And it was like one of those high end advanced shits where like everything you do is actually the things that you do in there.
Yeah.
Man, this one was actually a lot better because a lot of times, like I said, like I don't get to influence all my actions,
Uh-huh.
and I don't get to influence everything that goes on. But like for the most part, it's me there, you know. But this one, everything, like I did everything that I was doing, you know, I was actually doing that. Like where I was walking, I was standing up. I actually remember this one part before we like got into the virtual reality bullshit,
Uh-huh.
where like I told the joke to one of the employees and they laughed and like yeah, and I was like, yeah, holy shit. And so this whole virtual reality thing was going on, right?
Yeah.
And I got so into it.
Yeah.
I got so into it, and so like finally it came time for that shit to end basically, and they like threw it off.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, that shit was so real. I was like, what kind of fucking bullshit? That shit was so fucking real.
Yeah.
That shit is fucking crazy. And then like, you know, we were like packing it up. We were cleaning up our shit from the theater and whatnot, or whatever the fuck that place was. And then we were waiting outside for a bus.
Uh-huh.
Cause I was like, real, where the fuck is my truck? How the fuck did I get here?
Yeah.
And it was like apparently a bus brought us there. And before, I remember that I was like calling my mom's,
Uh-huh.
and in that moment I woke up.
Oh shit.
And it took me a moment to realize it, but I was like, bro, I woke up from a dream.
Yeah, that's what I
I
was
was
gonna say.
like-
So you were like in a virtual space in a dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I woke up from that shit and I was like, bro, what the fuck just happened? I was like, holy shit. And so that made me think about how the Matrix, you know, like how this is literally like a fucking simulation, you know,
Oh, God.
and how like, well, you know, for those of you who have seen the Matrix and whatnot, then y'all know the gist and y'all know what I'm trying to get at. It's like, excuse me, holy shit, how it would be easy to like
to
like
fucking trick the mind into thinking
Yeah.
shit is real.
yeah, and so like maybe. I'm not saying that it is. I'm not gonna be one of those fucking crazy dickheads that's like, yo, we're in the fucking Matrix,
Yeah.
bro, holy shit. But like, you know,
That's
it
always
could be
been-
easy, you know, to do that.
No, that's always been like a field of like belief almost, especially in like philosophy. Like,
Oh,
and
yeah.
this is like before the Matrix.
Yeah.
Like motherfuckers back in like ancient times. It was this one motherfucker that like kind of popularized it. He was like, you can't prove shit. Like,
Yeah.
you can't prove shit exists. Like, it's just your perception. Like, how do you
Yeah.
know it's not just something tricking you into believing the shit, you know? And so, and he came up with this whole shit where it's like, I think, therefore I am. It's like the only thing I can really be sure of that exists is me, because I'm thinking and I'm thinking about me, you know? So like, if I didn't exist, I wouldn't be able to perceive myself, type shit, right?
Exactly.
And so it's always been like this thing, like, oh, what if we're just fucking brains in a vat and motherfuckers are just influencing us, and shit like that. But
just like electric fucking shocks, just doing our shit. And so, I've never been, like, too keen on that shit. Like, I've always thought about it, but, like, I really started thinking about it after that because, bro, I woke up, or not I woke up, but I got out of this virtual reality, quote-unquote shit, and I was like, oh, shit, like, so it was like an inception almost, like a dream inside of a dream, like, and I woke up from that shit, and it was like, what the fuck? So I woke up from the you know, that virtual reality bullshit.
Yes, sir.
And there I was, and I was like, oh damn, like I'm back into real life. This is me. I'm back into real life. Like damn, this is fucking crazy.
That shit happens to me, but it happens to me in the fucking worst way because I'll have this thing where I'll like think about something that like I want to buy. And I'll be thinking about it for like a week straight, and I'm like, you know, I like maybe should I don't know, do I got the bread, this and that, and I'll just like mull it over, and then one night I'll go to sleep, and in my dream I will buy the shit, and I'll have it, and I'm like, yo, this is tight as hell, and I'm like fucking with it, and then I wake up and I'm like, fuck, like I don't have that shit, like that was a dream, and it'll take me a minute. I'll like get up and do shit, and I'm like, damn, I don't got the shit that I bought because I didn't buy that shit in real life.
I didn't.
And this happened to me like one time, like. I had two dreams. Like, I had a dream. I think I was like debating on buying like an iPad or some shit. And so I was dreaming that I bought the iPad. And I was like, oh, that's dope as fuck, you know. And I was like drawing and shit, you know, the works. And then I woke up from the dream and I was like, damn, like I don't got that shit. I was like, man, fuck. And then like some crazy shit happened and I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then I woke up and I was like, what the fuck?
That's exactly the feeling that I felt. When I woke up, I jolted awake and I was like, bro, what the fuck just happened? Like I remember telling her, my girlfriend, like, bro, like holy fucking shit, bro. That if anyone if Jesus Christ, what is wrong with me? Anyways, if anyone has experienced this before. And y'all know what we're talking about is the weirdest and craziest fucking feel ever, because like you're like, bro, like it's like we were talking about like the Matrix, like we really could just be some fucking brains in a vat type shit, you feel me? And like how I just couldn't describe the fucking feeling to you, bro. Like being in that shit, like that virtual reality, quote unquote, waking up from it and then waking up from that dream. It's like, bro, where the fuck am I? Is this real? Am I
what the fuck is going on?
I've had that a couple of times, but only with bad things. What? Like I'll dream that something bad happens, and in the dream I'll be like, nah, like this can't be real. That's just and then like I'll be like, once I wake up, like it's not gonna be real, but it still hurts. Like I'll cry.
It makes you feel some kind of way.
Like I'll cry or I'll do something. Like it's usually either somebody dies or something happens bad, you know. And like in the dream I'll be like, this is just a dream. Like it's gonna be fine. Once you wake up, they're gonna still be there. And then I'll wake up and be like, thank God that it was just a dream or whatever.
You ever felt like actual fear, like in your fucking dreams?
Fuck yeah,
I have. I remember this one dream that I remember. It was another one of the lucid dream shits. Well, something involving the cartel or something like that. Real talk, and you know, dreams are crazy and whatnot. And it has nothing to do with what I do, but I remember like towards the end before I woke up, I was like fucking tied up and shit, and there's this cartel dude like with the blade or some shit, and like I just remember feeling this impending like fear inside of me. I was like, bro, this is like fucked up. And then I woke up and I was like, fuck, bro. I was like, damn, you know, like holy shit, like. And the fact is that you are that person in there. You feel me? Like you feel that like going on. And for me, bro, that's every night.
Damn.
Even if sometimes it's shorter, sometimes it's really long, sometimes it's complicated, like that one with the Inception. Sometimes it's not so complicated. Sometimes it's just some random ass bullshit. But that's every night, pretty much. Sometimes, very, very rarely, I won't have any dreams.
Hell yeah,
that's fucking crazy. I barely dream.
That's actually never happened to me. I don't think I've had like. At least not since I was like a little fucking kid. I don't think I've had like a bad like dream, like a nightmare like that.
Really?
Like the only thing that's really like struck in fear to me in like dreams and shit. So like I have experiences like that, but it's not when I'm dreaming. It's like when I'm half awake.
Okay.
You know, it's like I'll see some shit and like I'll be in a dark room and I'll like see some shit out the corner of my eye. But I'm like awake,
Yeah.
but I'm like about to go to sleep.
Yeah,
Or some
yeah.
shit like that. It's never been like I have a bad dream like that. The only time I ever feel like true fear like that is I stay getting fucking falling dreams. And it's like it's not
okay,
even
I
like
feel you.
fear. It's like the joltedness of waking up like that, like
Yeah.
thinking I'm about to fall, and I'm like, oh shit!
I've never
And, like,
had that.
That shit drops like
That
my
shit,
stomach to
yeah.
my balls.
That
Like,
shit is the worst fucking feeling
that shit
ever.
happened
I have
last
never had
night.
that.
Matter of fact, I
Really?
was going to sleep. I think Ali had told me to like turn up the heater, so I went and did that. And I was going to sleep, and I was like on my back, and I was like laying down, and I was like about to fall asleep, and I had like started a dream, and when like it's like the dream had like just started, and it was just me, and then like I don't know where I like slipped, and I like fell. And like my fucking foot like jolted in real life, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And I was like,
Yeah, word. I've never had
and I was
that.
like,
I've never had.
You know what
But
I
I always
had?
hear
Almost-
about that shit.
It almost felt like I had fallen into the bed. And
Holy
I was like,
fuck.
Like,
You know
oh,
what I
shit.
fucking had when me and Eileen broke up?
Uh-huh.
I had a fucking panic attack before I went to sleep. But it was weird because it was like I was falling asleep and I was half asleep.
Uh-huh.
And I remember getting a random thought. I don't know if it was like, I think the thought was she left because we rushed it or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And I just kept thinking about that shit. She left because we rushed it. She left because we rushed it. She left because we rushed it. And I was fucking slipping into a panic attack, like an anxiety attack.
Shit.
And it was
While you were
fucking
sleeping?
yes, bro. And I was like falling asleep, and then like I managed to like get control of it and like fall asleep.
Uh-huh.
But then the next morning, I was like, "Fuck!" Like that shit just happened.
Yeah.
It was one of the
Yeah.
fucking worst feelings ever, bro. Because
That's
I do
like
have
that.
anxiety a little bit, but
Uh-huh.
it's not like I don't really get it too often unless something like that happens.
Yeah.
But like, bro. Fuck, I hate the feeling of having an anxiety attack, bro. Like, it's literally a panic. Like
yeah.
a full blown
Fuck that.
panic, but for no fucking reason. Just
Yeah.
because you had a thought of something
Yeah.
that's gonna happen or something that's happening. It's a full blown fucking panic.
Yeah,
It's
that
the
shit's
worst
always,
feeling
like,
ever.
happened to me, but it's not like I've never sympathized with that shit because it's like I won't have like an attack per se.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it won't like last long. For me, it'll happen and it'll happen to me like in a couple seconds. And like like in the dreams like that, it's like anxiety, like
Yeah.
anxiety
Yeah.
ridden, and I wake
Yeah.
up and I'm like nervous, and then like it goes away.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or
for sure.
like, like especially like in my speech class, like I'll get up there and I'm nervous as fuck, but it'll be like for a second and I'll get over it, but I'll like feel it in my chest.
Yeah.
And like if it's bad enough, like if something like gets my nerves up like that, it'll be like it'll almost feel like I had just taken a shot, like of like liquor or something, and I'll feel it like at the top of my stomach. I'll feel like the feeling like when you just take a shot and it hits your stomach, like it feels like that.
I
Like
think-
it burns the same, and I'm like, holy shit, what the hell?
I think the way that I would describe having like a full, like when you're having a panic attack, like a full blown panic,
Yeah.
would be like, so what happens with me is your head starts spinning like in that one thought,
Oh,
right?
word.
And then you ever felt like your blood boil or like your
Yeah,
body
yeah.
just get fucking hot?
Yeah.
That shit happens, and then like you get jittery and you start shaking, and then it's like you're like fuck, and then you start to like move your around with like you touch your head or like you'll rub your face or whatever, and you're like you're panicking, you're literally panicking, and like it's a hot
Yeah.
feeling, and then bro, sometimes I've had it where like. It was also when we broke
Yeah.
up, but like my parents would actually, it was like close to when my parents were gonna go to sleep, and I fucking had a panic attack right then and there. And then my dad walks in, he's like gonna tell me good night, and my mom too, and like it's bro, I had to sit there and like try to control it and be like, yeah, okay, but it's like fucking so hard, bro. It's so fucking hard to control that shit. But yeah, it's like if you're ever nervous, think about it like that. But like 10 times worse, and also like your body gets like fucking really hot. That's what I would describe it as.
I can't empathize, but I can try and sympathize.
Yeah,
with
that
it.
shit's the worst fucking feeling ever.
But I know that my sister is on that shit.
Yeah.
So I know how it is, because that shit just happens at a random moment.
Yeah,
And then like
some
it's always
bullshit.
something that like you think is way worse than what it actually is.
Yeah.
Like you make it
You're
10
like,
times
you're
worse
up in
than what
your
it
head,
actually
and
is.
then
Yeah,
it fucks you
yeah.
over.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
some bullshit.
well,
Well,
shit, gentlemen. I think we're gonna take this opportunity to
wrap it
go
up.
ahead and skeleton wrap this
Skeleton
motherfucker.
wrap it up.
Cornballs. Nah, but for real,
Cornball
yeah.
ass shit.
Yes,
Go ahead
sir.
and
Thank
wrap
you
it
for
up for
tuning
real,
in
for
to
real.
our nonsensical rambling of the fucking day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just hella different shit going on.
Is this the first episode where we knocked out every single topic?
I think no, we've done it before.
We
but,
have?
like in the other ones we don't bring enough topics and then we like start rambling on bullshit.
on
Yeah.
bullshit.
But
Yeah.
This
this
time
I
we
feel
had-
like our topics led into what the fuck we're saying.
Yeah.
So,
Hell yeah.
it was
Well,
a good. Rants.
it was.
For
I liked it. Well, shit.
Yes,
You
sir.
know, we
Well,
appreciate y'all listening.
yeah,
We
thank
appreciate y'all. You know,
for the
coming
listens.
in every.
Y'all
Twice a
know the
week.
biz. Smash that like button. Go subscribe. Follow us on Instagram.
Tell your mom.
Spotify. Rate
tell
us
your
5
dad.
stars.
Tell your granny.
Tell the whole damn world. Blast this shit.
Never in my
Please.
life would I
Make
have
different
thought,
accounts.
Never in my life would I have thought that I would hear ever say smash that like button.
Well, you're hearing it right now.
What is up, you?
Hell no.
And just become full blown YouTube.
No, I mean, well, shit. You know, we talk about taking care of yourselves. Please take care of yourselves. You feel me? Health is very important.
And
Will.
will.
And you will. Yeah, but for real.
Matter of fact, take care of that like button. Give it a little kiss.
Give it a little
gentle.
caress.
No fucking
a
way
little-
we're doing this shit right now.
Matter of fact, go on Spotify.
Rate this
Bring
shit
up the 5
5
stars and just tell them how nice they are. Tell them how well they're doing.
Yeah.
Matter of
The
fact,
rest that little 5th star and then
Yeah.
just,
if you didn't get
I mean-
anything for anybody for Valentine's Day, just rate this motherfucker 5 stars. I appreciate it.
Straight up.
Matter of fact, I didn't get nothing for Valentine's Day, so this could be your gift to me for Valentine's
Yeah.
Day. Just rate this bitch 5 stars.
fuck it.
That's your
That's
gift
all
to
I
us,
asked for.
buddy.
Mhm.
But
Yes, sir.
y'all take care of yourselves
Thank
for real,
y'all.
for real. All right. We
We'd
have
love to do this.
we have officially skeleton wrapped this bitch up.
We gotta end it like that. We gotta end
Every
that shit
time?
like that. Yeah.
We have skeleton wrapped it up, bitches. You feel me?
Yeah, that is fucking fire.
Fuck it, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you put it on a shirt?
Maybe.
Actually,
Shit.
you know what? That would kind of be fire.
I feel like that would come down the line though, cause I don't want
Yeah.
just boxes of shirts in my fucking house.
Yeah,
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
yeah. Just gonna have hella boxes shirts. But all right, cool. Yeah, for real, gonna end it off.
Thank y'all
You know?
for tuning in and all that. Hope to see you on the next episode.
Yep. This
Along
concludes
with your
episode.
mom, your granny, your kid.
I mean, everybody, your cats and shit. This concludes episode 8. All right, guys. Peace out.
See ya.